How's everybody doing in chat? How is everybody doing tonight? Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. What's going on, Truth Sawyer? How we doing? Sabres on a 3-game win streak. Trying to make it forward tonight against a pretty solid team in the Dallas Stars. Again, Dallas is 21-13-1 this season. Not a whole lot of goals against. That's the thing with the Stars. They don't score a whole lot of goals around the middle of the pack, but they give up not a lot of goals at all. Their power play is very bad, but their penalty kill is pretty darn good. So we'll see what happens with that. We also have a new feature here. We have set a goal for 5 super chats. So we'll see how quickly we can hit that one, how many streams that one takes. But new feature, might as well try it out on New Year's Eve, ending off 2024 with a bang, hopefully with a Sabres win as well, as we approach puck drop here. Got a commercial break. We'll hit the anthems, and then we'll be ready to go. We've got to make it 4 wins in a row. That would be nice. Again, the Sabres far from out of it, which is kind of hard to imagine after that brutal 13-game losing streak that they had. But they're back on a 3-game winning streak, and it's a very streaky team. So I'm not giving up all faith just yet. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough, though, because, again, you got Dallas tonight. You got this little bit of a tricky road stretch coming off a game where they got outplayed in pretty much every aspect besides goaltending. UPL definitely won them that game against the Blues, but prior to the 2 home games, they completely dominated, right? Or 1 home game, 1 away game, right? They beat the Islanders away to beat the streak there, and then that Blackhawks game at home was just pure victory there. And then, of course, we just saw the Blues game, which I just talked about. But again, it's gonna be a tricky one tonight for the Sabres, a team that doesn't give up a lot of goals. They're gonna just have to stay resilient. Again, they've already beaten the Stars, so they can definitely do it. Definitely helps that Dahlin's back in the lineup. Again, without Dahlin, this team just like pathetic on defense, and Dahlin is so much of that offense as well that the entire team just crumbles without him. Definitely the MVP of the team. When you lose a guy like Dahlin, you're really in a tricky situation. So it's good to have him back. Again, he's been a fantastic player in the 3 games he's been back for the Sabres. Was the 2nd star of the week for the entire NHL. Tons of assists. Again, still not hitting the goals, but doesn't really matter about that. Again, we want him getting points and playing solid defense, and that's what he's been doing the last couple of games. It also helps when you can put Dahlin back in the lineup and sit one of these pretty poor performing defenders at the bottom of your rotation. Again, still waiting for Kevin Adams to add on to that defensive group because still lacking some talent there. But at least with Dahlin back there, they're not as feeble as they once were. How's it going, Victor? Yep, got to start the new year with a win, or end this year with a win, whatever way you want to look at it. Massive game for the Sabres. Again, it's a must-win game from here on out for the next couple. Again, you can't throw this 3-game win streak down the drain. You have to make something out of this. You got to keep pushing, grinding, and find a way to make this, I don't know, maybe a double-digit win streak. I know it sounds crazy, but if you could do that, you're right back in the playoff mix. But we are getting close here to puck drop. Just doing the anthems right now, or anthem, I guess, since we are in Dallas. This is an away game for the Sabres. St. Louis Blues just won the Winter Classic. And again, very odd, the NHL decides to have the Winter Classic on New Year's Eve this year. 13 games in the NHL today. So again, I don't know if they didn't want to showcase that game this month. I don't really understand it, because usually it is on New Year's Day. Tomorrow we have a one-off in the NHL, but it's not the Winter Classic, because that was today. So let me know your guys' predictions for this game, score predictions in the comment section or in the live chat. We're about a minute away from puck drop here, so just counting this one down. Again, Sabres are going to have a tough time tonight. It's going to be a battle, but they need this one. They need the next few to get back on their feet. Rocking the royal blue home jersey tonight. Figured I'd go basic. Starting goalies, the Sabres get a break. Casey DeSmith for the Stars. He's 4-4, 910 save percentage with 1 shutout. So the record's not there, but the stats certainly are. UPL is 11-11-3 with an 898 save percentage, also 1 shutout. So again, UPL coming off a really good game, though. You got to wonder when fatigue's going to start catching up because he doesn't really have a backup, right? You don't want to use James Reimer, and if you do use him, you want to use him once in a great while. And Devin Levi, they're just letting kind of cook in the AHL. So Sabres starting off with that third line out there with Kulik. Dallas starting with, let's see what they show here. Anyway, Dallas has their bright neon green and black uniforms on, so it'll be hard to miss them out there as we are underway. Dallas wins the opening draw, and immediately we have a little scrum behind the net, but Dallas works its way to the red line. Now it's turned over. Benson gets pinched along the boards, and Dallas is going to get the puck right back. Krebs behind the net. Krebs back to Benson. This line doing what they do best, playing the puck behind the net, but Byram could not handle that one at the point, unfortunately. So he'll have to chase it back and drop it for Dahlin. Dahlin will sit and wait for the group to regroup here. Now he'll get it up to Byram. Byram's going to slide it up to Tuck. Tuck now up top. Oh, tried to get it down low to Thompson. That one broken up. 3-on-2 back the other way for Dallas. There's a shot loose right in front of UPL. Sabres are able to get a stick on that and clear the zone. Dallas will regroup here at center ice. And that one's turned over right to Thompson. Thompson now to Tuck. And Zucker will take it to the red line and chip it the rest of the way down. Zucker into the corner, ties up his man. Nice play there. He tries to shoot it to the point, but that one's broken up, and Dallas will be able to clear the zone. Both teams will head for a change as Connor Clifton picks it up and gives it to Dylan Cousins. Cousins is going to take it to the blue line and slap it all the way down. Tried to do a swing pass there, but Peterka wasn't there in time, and Dallas will recover and slap that one all the way down the ice. No icing there, though, so Jacob Bryson will take the puck, skate it to center ice. He'll get it to Clifton. Clifton alongside to Peterka, who will slap it all the way behind the Dallas end. Now Quinn to Cousins. His drop pass did not go according to plan, and Clifton has to chase it outside the zone, which he does. Quick back up to Quinn. Quinn gets a stick on it, and he'll go off for a change as Dallas regroups on their own end. Dallas now to center ice. A little bit of speed. They're going to dump it behind the Sabres end, but Byram's right there to take the puck. Byram now slides it. That one gets intercepted, and now the Sabres are in the mix of a change, and they're just able to get it outside the zone, but Dallas quick back the other way. Good hit by Dahlin along the boards. And now the Sabres are able to steal that one. Dallas quick back the other way, though. They're slapping away at it right next to UPL along the boards. And then Beck Malenstein's able to get it outside the zone, and he will dump it down. No icing there, so Dallas will look to get a quick back up the other way. And they will get it all the way down the ice. No icing there. Nice play there from the Sabres. Now Yuri Kulik with some speed down the wing. We saw what he could do last game. That one hits Krebs' skate, though. Now it's loose, and Kulik unable to keep it in the zone, and Dallas will have a little bit of a chance there. Good defensive play from, I believe, Samuelson. Yeah, now Samuelson will get the puck, and he'll slide it over to his defensive partner in Power. Power gets it to Benson. A little 3-on-2 here for the Sabres. Kulik now backhand right on net. Big rebound. Oh, it's loose in front. Krebs had it opened up, but his stick got caught, and now a shot from Power is held on to. Oof. Good chance there for the Sabres, but Casey DeSmith able to shut down both good chances. Taking another look at it, Kulik had a backhand shot. Benson got a piece of it, and then Krebs got tied up, so his shot couldn't go on. Power had an open lane, but his wrister went right into the chest of Casey DeSmith. So Sabres first line out there. They will lose the draw, though. Puck gets batted into the air, held in by Thompson, and Thompson will slap it behind to Smith. Zucker's there to pin the puck along. Now Tuck with some speed behind the net. Tuck right out in front for Thompson. Thompson now has it behind the net. Thompson taking a look. And his pass gets intercepted, and Dallas will head back the other way. 3-on-3. They'll cycle it around, but now that one gets turned over to Jacob Bryson behind the net. Now it's in front of UPL. Oh, it's loose right out in front. Now it pops out to Clifton. Oh, scary times there for UPL. Clifton's got to backhand that one all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing on the Sabres. So tired group of Sabres will have to stay out there with 16:02 to go. A stoppage. And Connor Clifton is now down on the ice. He is injured, slowly making his way to his feet during this whistle. So he'll have to leave the ice. Even though it was an icing, he will leave the ice for an injury timeout. Not putting much weight on that right leg. He's gonna stay on the bench, though, so we'll see what they make of this. Not going right back to the room, but he's gonna go right to the side there and let the trainers work on him. Of course, the Sabres send Dowling out there. Kind of a cheat code, but it is what it is. Sabres are able to clear it all the way down the ice, but that one's going to be right on to Smith, so no icing there. They'll be able to get those bodies off the ice and complete that change. Dallas quick back the other way, though. They're going to have an open lane at a shot. There it is. That one gets blocked out in front, and oh, what a pad save by UPL, and he'll hang on to that one. Caught outside his net. I don't know if the Stars player whiffed on it or what, but a good chance there denied by UPL, picking up where he left off last game in St. Louis. Taking a replay of this Clifton injury. Again, he looks like he stretched something out there trying to hit Duchesne. So a non-contact injury. You hate to see that. And yeah, just a great pad save there from UPL on the replay. So good save there. Cousins able to win the draw. Power swings it around to JJ Peterka, and he will bring the puck up with some speed. Drop it to Cousins. Cousins to Quinn. Quinn down low. Cousins unable to maintain control of that one, and the Stars will work their way back down the ice. Nice pinch there by Samuelson. Now Power has it behind the net. He's pinned along the boards, though. Peterka in there to help him out. Samuelson cross-checks this guy to the ground away from the play. No penalty there. And Peterka will end up with the puck, and he's going to lift it high and out of the zone. So Sabres will be able to get a little bit of a change there. Again, Quinn trapped out there as he went puck chasing. And now Dallas has the puck at center ice. Quinn will find his way off the ice as Power gets the puck, and the Sabres' entire fourth line is out there now. And that one will go to Sam Lafferty. 2-on-1 here for the Sabres. Sam Lafferty shoots, and a big save there by Casey DeSmith. Lafferty had a good opportunity there. Now his pass to the point goes nowhere, and the Sabres got to chase it back. Darlene and Byram back quick the other way, trying to prevent any damage. Byram ends up getting it, and Sabres will put that puck in a safe spot. Now up to Darlene. Darlene will get it up to the top wall. Peyton Krebs is out there. Now, thought we heard a whistle, but I guess there's no whistle, so it'll get dumped all the way down. And Bo Byram will have the puck behind his own net, and he will bring the puck to the blue line and slide it over to Clifton. So Clifton's back out there. That's good to see after a non-contact injury. Again, a little bit scary there. You don't want the Sabres to be playing one D-man short. UPL turns it over in front of his net. That's a bad turnover. Now Dallas is going to set it up, but a point shot is gloved down and held with 13:47 to go. We hit our first TV timeout. How's it going, Steven? Good to see you in here. Have a good New Year's Eve. How's it going, Truth? So, yeah, at the commercial break, still 0-0. I think the Sabres are playing pretty good. They got a good chance from Lafferty, a good chance from Krebs, from Power. So, again, they're looking good during that losing streak. You know, they did get off to good starts, so I'm not super confident just yet, but I'd say they look about even so far, which is good against a very, very solid Dallas Stars team. So let's go, Mets Truth. Also, I'm watching a little bit of this college football game. Again, Penn State already up 14-0. That's going to be the end of the first quarter there. Keep you guys updated on that one throughout the night. Again, I'm a big fan of the new playoff system in college football. Not a huge fan of the seeding. Again, I don't really think the conference championship winners from weaker divisions should get byes because that makes the first round matchups and then the second round matchups pretty bad. But we do have a couple heaters tomorrow to watch. But we are at a commercial break right now. Again, Sabres look pretty solid. We had, like I mentioned before, the Winter Classic was on today. The St. Louis Blues took that one home against the Chicago Blackhawks. Pretty expected. Chicago's been the worst team in the league this year. Alabama and Ohio State fans are the worst. Well, lucky for you, Alabama lost to Michigan today in their bowl game. That was a fun one. So Rob Ray's keys to the game is protect the net, pressure Dallas's power play. Hopefully we don't see that power play, and then capitalize on chances. Yuri Kulik and the rest of his line will be in for the defensive faceoff here as we return from commercial break. Faceoff won by Dallas, but it pops right to Peyton Krebs, and he'll bring it up with speed. 3-on-2 for the Sabres off of that. Benson now down low to Krebs. Krebs couldn't find Kulik in front of the net. He'll have to slide it around to Power. And Benson can't control it at the line, and Sabres give up an opportunity again. I think that's one of the biggest issues with the Sabres this year. They can't control passes, and it really kills them at the line. Can't keep the puck in the zone. So now Dallas back the other way, 2-on-1. Somebody caught sleeping. Good save there from UPL. Now it's back out in front. Okay, good defensive play behind the net to get that one, and Kulik will bring it to the line and over to Power. Power now has an open lane. His shot gets blocked. Looks like the rest of the Sabres went off for a change, so he was in there by himself. Tuck to the point. That one shot in, tipped wide. Zucker now is able to control it along the boards in the slot to Tuck, and that one's held onto by DeSmith. 12:58 to go. Another stoppage. So nice little shift there for the Sabres after that 2-on-1. Big save. Owen Power caught sleeping in the offensive zone. Samuelson was back, took away the pass, and gave UPL a 1-on-1 look with Matt Duchene. Not necessarily the best, but it could have got a lot worse. Good save there from UPL. Just a nice little pad save. Back on the other end, Zucker setting up a nice chance for Tuck in the slot, but Tuck doing what Tuck does best, putting it right in the chest of the goaltender. Coming off a hat trick, though, so 2 games ago. So Dallas iced the puck right off the faceoff, so we'll have another offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Again, figured I'd stream this one because getting a little busy in the next couple of weeks. I don't know how many streams we'll be able to do in the next 2 weeks, so figured we'd get this one out of the way, and this will certainly be over by midnight. So Cousins out there for the Sabres. He's going to win the draw over to Peterka. Peterka looking for someone. He'll play it back to Cousins in the corner. He gets pushed off the puck. Quinn trying to help him out there, but he was a little bit late, and Dallas will be able to set it up in their own end. They bring it to center. Dahlin, nice pinch along the boards to get that puck right back, though. He's going to get it up to Peterka, but that one doesn't go all the way up, and Dallas is able to retain. Now Dahlin steals it, and he gets slew-footed. No penalty there. Dahlin back to his feet, which is good to see. Again, a little bit of a late hit in that St. Louis game kept Dahlin on the ice for a couple moments, a couple tense moments, but he was able to get up, and he appears fine. Again, you don't want to see him get hit too much after having those back spasm problems earlier in the season. Sabres work it to center ice and all the way in. McLeod chases after it. He gets a backhand on it to get it to Lafferty, who gets tied up immediately along the boards. Malenstein in there to help out. Lafferty, high stick. Luckily, the refs did not see that one. Believe he got the stick high up on a guy who has a cage on his helmet, so maybe that had something to do with it. But Clifton now back the other way. Defensive play there. Lafferty trying to fight it outside the zone. He's unable to get it outside the zone, though, so Dallas is going to have a little bit of zone time. Again, those 50-50 battles are so crucial in these games, and the Sabres seem to lose a majority of them. Dallas now at the point. Nice pass. Stankoven now. Cross ice pass. There's a shot. That one goes wide. Whew. And that one luckily escapes the zone untouched by anyone, and the Sabres will be able to get that group off the ice. Nice shot there by Dumba for the Stars, but that one gets deflected wide. So Sabres are starting to get kind of pressured a little bit. They gotta get some offense going here. Rough couple minutes for them. Puck is pinned along the near boards, right in front of UPL. Good hit by Kulik there to knock him off the puck, and now Krebs will take it to center, dump it all the way in, and nice burst of speed there to get it to the corner. Now it gets played behind, and it pops out right to Dallas, and they'll be able to take it up and out, and nice little saucer pass there into the corner, but Power is able to steal that one back. Samuelson looks, and his pass will just make it to Krebs, who's able to skate it to center, and Zucker just stays onside there. Krebs, nice bounce pass there. Down low to Thompson. Thompson, backhand pass. Good job by Byram to keep that alive at the point. And he'll rotate it and get it around to Dahlin. Dahlin couldn't handle that one, though, and it'll go all the way down the ice. Dallas now 2-on-2 back the other way. Drop pass. Sabres did a good job getting back on defense, but they were able to get to the point. There's a shot, and somehow, some way, UPL was able to keep his eyes on that one and hold it. So that'll bring up a stoppage with 9:50 to go in this one. Commercial break. So nice chance there for the Sabres right before that commercial break, but other than that, rough little stretch for them. Keep the stream on till midnight. Yeah, not going to do that one tonight. So back to the football game here. Penn State is punting the ball, up 14-0. They're punting the ball from their own 20, so I assume Boise State's going to get some solid field position here. Punt goes to the 30, and returner's going to bring it up to the 40. Still running to the 45, almost to the 50. Good return there. Let me know who you guys are rooting for in the college football playoffs. Do you guys have any preferences? But again, that game's that commercial too. So we'll flip back to the Sabres here. Again, Sabres on a 3-game winning streak right now. I can't believe I'm saying that after a 13-game losing streak, but they are in a solid spot right now, still near the bottom of the league. Keep that in mind, but they're a couple wins away from getting back into things. Again, points add up quick when you're getting 2 a game. Especially with the teams in the wild card. I mean, Ottawa is, the team to catch right now. And again, if you look at the preseason numbers, we were supposed to be pretty much neck and neck with Ottawa. So maybe we can match that pace, get some of those losses back. And it could definitely happen in a hurry because it is a loaded January, because February is a very light month for the entire NHL because of the Four Nations Championship. Again, Sweden, Finland, the USA, and Canada will be going at it with that. So Dallas wins the faceoff there. Sabres regain possession, though, along the boards, and they'll immediately turn it right back over, though, and Dallas immediately turns it right back over. So a little bit of hot potato there, and the Sabres will dump it in the Stars' end, and that one's turned over to Peterka. Peterka now. Peterka looking for a shooting lane. He gets one off. It goes wide. Cousins tries to put it right back in front of the net. Nothing comes out of that one, and Dallas will be able to play that one all the way down into the Sabres' end. Dahlin able to glove that one down, though, and he'll get it right back up to Cousins with some speed. Cousins had a shooting lane. He drops off to Quinn. Quinn's shot gets deflected up and wide there. Stays in play. Again, Rope Hench, just such a nifty player for the Stars. He's made a couple nice defensive plays so far. Samuelson gets popped along the boards, but he's able to get the puck outside the zone, so he did his job there. Lafferty finishing a check near the Sabres bench, but Dallas plays it right back in to the Sabres end, but that gets turned over, and here comes the Sabres fourth line with speed again. Lafferty tries to split through two defenders. That one doesn't go too well for him. Good hit by Malenstein, though. Let's see if he can chase the puck down. Unable to. And now Dallas back the other way, 2-on-3. Good play by Lafferty there to knock down the puck, but McLeod was unable to get that one. And Dallas is going to go off for a change. So Samuelson will play it behind his net, and I'm sure the Sabres will follow suit there and get another change. Owen Power up top. He's going to bring it to the red line and all the way in. Played around the net. That one Good job by DeSmith there, getting a stick on that one. Benson was chugging to try to get it. But DeSmith will get it out. Kulich puts it right back in, and Dallas pops it right back out. Clifton chases back for it. He's got plenty of time to find a pass. He'll shoot it across to Jacob Bryson. Now Krebs gets stripped in the offensive end, but a good job by Benson to keep the puck. Clifton now steps in the offensive end, puts a shot on net. That one goes right off to Smith's pad. And now it's pinned along the far boards. Krebs has got control of this one, but was unable to slap it anywhere where a Sabres player was. So Dallas is going to be able to, for the time being, have the puck. But again, the Sabres pest line, I like to call them, Benson, Krebs, and Kulich, just continue to put on that offensive pressure. Sabres getting a change here, putting their first line out there. But Krebs is stuck out there. Now Thompson will get it. He'll play it back to Byram. Byram over to Clifton. Clifton now down low. His pass gets picked off. That was a terrible pass by Clifton. Back the other way comes Dallas. Luckily for Clifton, they didn't have too many numbers, and UPL is able to make a pad save from the point. And now Tuck will be able to get that one, and he'll slide it up to Thompson. Thompson will get it the rest of the way in. No offsides, they say. That one was close. Now Tuck behind the net. Thompson pinches, but Dallas is able to clear the end. And Darlene chips it right back in. Thompson tried to get a stick on it, but was tied up. And now Tuck along the Dallas bench, fighting for it. That one pops loose, and it'll pop right to Jason Zucker. But Sabres are going to go for a change, so he will take it to the red line, fake it down the ice, and he's actually going to drop pass it to Bo Byram, and he'll get a change. So nice, nifty veteran play by Zucker not to give up possession there. But the Sabres will do that right away here as they slap it in. A bad pass there. Now Dallas shoots it out of play, but they're going to say it was deflected, so no delay of game penalty needed. So another stoppage here. Got 20 people in here. Thank you guys for joining on this New Year's Eve. Again, big game for the Sabres. Need this one. Dallas has the puck behind their own end, and they will work their way. Jamie Benn now. Benn, nice stretch pass. Back to Benn in front of the net. Oh, what a save by UPL. Blocker save, robbing Benn. Sabres back the other way, and Peterka is unable to find Quinn, and Dallas will head right back the other way. Nice speed there. There's a shot, and that one gets by UPL, but missed the net. Benn to McLeod. McLeod down low to Samuelson. Samuelson, the Sabres just got to get the puck out at this point, and they do, but it's going to be a delayed icing. Now they say no icing, so it must have went off a Dallas stick there along the bench. So Sabres able to get their change in there. Nice job by Malenstein to get the puck into the offensive end, but Dallas brings it right back. There's a nice drop pass. There's a shot. That one gets deflected off Byram's stick and out of play. So good job by Bo Byram to get back on defense. Victor says, looking forward to that Notre Dame-Georgia matchup. Yep, that's the game I'm looking forward to as well. Should be a very fun game. Ohio State, Oregon should be great as well. But as a Notre Dame fan, definitely looking forward to that one. Is at the top there, Sawyer says, do I play Chell? I do play Chell. Pretty fun once in a while. Not all the time, but once in a while. So we are back at commercial break here again. The Sabres, they're trudging along. I wouldn't say they're dominating the play. I wouldn't say they're getting killed. It's kind of 50-50 so far. They've had some chances. Dallas has had some chances. Dallas definitely the stronger team as of recent, but again, that's kind of how it is, right? Dallas doesn't give up a lot of goals. They have very good defense. But Boise State now, switching back to that game, have a 3rd and 2 deep in the Penn State red zone. And we have a new feature here. We have a donation goal of 5. We'll see if we can get that by the end of the stream. And Boise State gets into the end zone. So there you go. Be 14-7 after the extra point. Tyler Crow for them. So, and kind of doing both games tonight. Definitely focusing on the Sabres, but during the intermissions, we'll switch over to the football. So yeah, showing some replays here again. UPL just having a really good game so far, picking right where he left off in St. Louis. Defensive zone face-off. Yuri Kulik wins that one to Byram, but it pops right in front, and Dallas is able to play that one behind the Sabres net. Darlene was there, and it's tipped outside of the Sabres end. Oh, Benson now near center ice. Benson gets to the red line. He'll dump it the rest of the way. That one weakly shoved up, but nobody on that for the Sabres. Now Dallas will head back the other way. They got a partial breakaway. What a save by UPL again. He's done it again. UPL continues to shine. The Sabres defense continues to foul him, but a huge save. Oh my goodness. A great setup there for Dallas, and UPL is able to rob them again. It's probably the third time this game I thought Dallas had a goal. Now Zucker in the corner. Trying to play it down low to Tuck, but it's pinned along the boards here. Pops right out to Power. Power slides it up, and that one's put on net. Deflected back to Thompson. Thompson, quick shot on net. Nobody really knew where it was, but it got batted down in front before it got to DeSmith. Nice play by Tuck there, but nobody was at the point to get his pass. Power was back defensively. Probably a smart call there by Power. Now quickly back up to Thompson. Thompson flutters it. Played by a high stick by Dallas, but Thompson played it before a Dallas player touched it, so there's no whistle there. Lundqvist gets it up, and Power, what are we doing there? He's caught the deer in headlights, but luckily Paterka was there before he turned it over. Now Cousins, nice drop pass to Quinn. Quinn down low to Cousins. Couldn't get it back to the point, though, and now it's pinned along the boards. And again, this line that the Sabres have out, they're not going to be winning puck battles. And yes, Dallas is able to steal that one, and they'll get it out to center, but it's immediately turned over and played up to Quinn. Quinn looking for a pass. He's going to take a shot. Tried to go top corner there. That one missed wide. Jacob Bryson tries to keep it in there, but it didn't really work out for him, and now he's stuck in the offensive zone as Dallas heads back the other way with plenty of space. There's a shot. It's loose, and UPL is able to maintain control, and now we got some shoving in front of the net. Clifton's going at it. Clifton and Bryson right in there. Right along the glass behind the net. It doesn't look like we're going to get any fights out of this or penalties, but good to see Clifton stepping up for his goalie. Taking another look at this replay. Got a good shot there, and yep. Just taking an extra slap at UPL there, and Clifton made sure. Oh. They might have called a penalty on Clifton there. Yep, Clifton going to the box. That is about the most BS penalty I've ever seen in my life. Stuff like this happens after the whistle, you know, almost on every play, but okay, whatever. So Clifton to the box. Again, the NHL continues to be the worst league of all time, but it is what it is. See what the Sabres penalty kill can do against this Dallas power play. Dallas wins the draw. Now they have a chance in front of the net. A good defensive play there by Bowen Byram to break it up, but Dallas maintains possession. Again, their power play is 27th in the league. Sabres penalty kill is 20th. Tuck tries to get a stick on it. It's played with a high stick, and McLeod is going to touch it, so that'll be a whistle. So it'll be an offensive zone faceoff for Dallas, but a good job by McLeod to have the awareness to touch up that puck, get the whistle, better than giving away the possession. So 20 seconds off of this power play, still 1:40 to go. So another face-off here. Sabres lose that one, so Dallas will have another cycle. That one goes right on net. It misses the net. It ends up behind, and Samuelson's going to pin it along the boards. That one squeaks free, and Dallas is going to be able to set it up again. And Heiskanen quarterback in this power play from the point. Oh, wide open in front of the net. Somehow that one didn't end up going in right in the slot again. Cross crease. Good defensive play, though. And that one will be cleared all the way down the ice. A potential goal-saving defensive steal there. Dallas will work their way quickly back up the ice with 1:08 to go on this penalty kill. And they just go right through the entire Sabres decor. And now they'll be able to set it up. They make it look so much easier than the Sabres power play does. Oh, tried to go through the legs there. Now McLeod gets it. He takes it to the far wall, and his shot got batted down, so it's kept in the zone. Nice little give and go for the Stars. Heiskanen takes a shot. That one gets blocked by Tuck, but it pops right back to Heiskanen, and they'll be able to set it up again with 40 seconds to go in this penalty kill. Heiskanen up top, down low. Nice pass in the slot. No one knew where that one went, but it went wide. Everyone froze for a little bit. 30 seconds to go now. Sabres need a clear. Nice rotation there for Dallas. Good stick by Tuck, but it's loose in front. Now McLeod gets it, and he finds an opening and gets it all the way down the ice. 20 seconds to go in this power play. Dallas is going to try to work it up quick again, knowing they're running out of time on this opportunity. 15 seconds now. Dallas, oh, they make it look so easy. They go right down the ice again, get it set up. Loose in front, back to the point. There's a shot. Good. Blocked by Cousins. That's what you got to do. Put your body on the line, something the Sabres were not doing. So they killed off the penalty, and a good check right side, right out of the box there by Clifton, and they get the puck out. So 35 seconds to go here in the period. Now it'll be cleared, but Dahlin looks out of steam. He wasn't able to get it behind his own net, and Dallas is going to set it up again. That one gloved and held by UPL. Off the glove and out of play. No, nevertheless, 27.6 seconds to go here. We have another stoppage. So one more face-off probably. Then we'll go to intermission. Great job by Cousins there, though, on the replay to put his body on the line, take away the shooting lane. That's something we've seen the Sabres get taken advantage of so many times. And it looks like one of their chances actually went off the post on that power play. But yeah, how many times have we seen a Sabres defenseman clap one from the point and it gets blocked? It seems like every time. Good to see the Sabres starting to block shots. Again, that's the Lindy Ruff way, right? And they're finally starting to do that. Stars win the faceoff. Blocker saved by UPL. That one goes up into the air, but not out of play. So Dallas will maintain possession along the boards. Owen Power pins it along the boards. Ten seconds to go. Samuelson drops his stick. Dallas is going to be able to set it up one more time here, and that one's gloved down in front of the net. Still loose. 3, 2, 1. They're trying to get another shot, but they're not gonna, and that'll be the end of the first. So a decent period for the Sabres. Kind of got dogged there at the end. A rough penalty call, but they will take the 0-0 tie going into the second against a team that doesn't give up a lot of goals, right? You don't want to get down by 1 or 2 against this team because you might not get it back. So we will switch over to the college football game now. This game is sitting at 14-7. Penn State has a 3rd and 8 from their own 26. Drew Aller looking for space. He's going to find an open receiver, but he overthrows him, and there's the flag for holding. So it'll be an auto first for Penn State. So Penn State auto first down there. It's going to go against Benefield, holding Warren there. Again, Warren, one of the best receivers for Penn State. Again, if you're a Sabres player, you got to be excited about that first period, right? You go out there, you're on this road trip, and you go out there with some speed. Again, I think hopefully they build their speed up throughout the game and not lose it because, they looked a little sluggish there at the end, but they were able to commit to blocking the shots on the penalty kill, and that's what really kept them in it. Again, these are games where if they go to overtime, it's no big deal. You're playing a West Coast team. Elijah says, Oregon Ducks beat Ohio State Buckeyes in football. We'll see what happens. And Oregon has already beat Ohio State, right? So they are 1-0 in the season series, looking to make it 2-0. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, this is a fun time of year, right? We got college football playoffs going on. We got the last week of NFL games before playoffs. Again, as a Bills fan, of course, we got Bills football coming up. Sawyer says UB basketball sucks. If you think UB basketball sucks, check out Canisius. That's all I'll say about that one. But yeah, they're not doing too good. Syracuse also has their worst team in years, so rough year for college basketball in the Western New York area. Penn State just keeps getting these false starts here. Canisius is playing no lose. No lose 2025. Well, hopefully they were partaking in no win 2024 because they were doing a good job of that. Am I a Canisius, UB, or a Bonaventure fan? I root for all of them. I don't really have a preference there. Again, it's different, right? They're all in different conferences, so I feel like we kind of have the luxury to just root for the hometown teams. Again, I keep up with the scores. I'm not going out of my way to watch a St. Bonaventure game or a Canisius game, you know. Of course, like March Madness, I'm watching those UB games if they make it and stuff like that. But Elijah says Michigan Wolverines basketball is the best. Yeah, Niagara is they're a little too far to be Western New York, you know. Penn State's gonna have to punt, so Boise State's gonna have an opportunity to tie this game. Got a heater brewing. UB actually used to be good in the late 2010s. Yeah, they had a really good team. We got Nick Perkins, CJ Massenberg, whole lot of good players on that team, but you know, hopefully they can get back to that point in the future. A couple of rough years in a row though for UB, kind of just the middle of the MAC. Wes Clark was a stud as well. And we saw them actually win the basketball tournament when they all came back and played with each other one last time in game. And Penn State, a terrible punt there. Down to the 39 of Boise State. Yeah, Nate Oates, yep, current Alabama coach. He was the coach behind those really good teams in the mid 2000s or 2010s for UB. My cousin Vinny, Nate Oates. He just needs to find a Nate Oates. Whatever they got now is not working. I know they just paid that coach pretty nicely, and man, hasn't even gotten a win yet. I mean, I cannot imagine playing on a college basketball team that is winless right now at the end of December. That's a tough look. Looks like Canisius needs to start scheduling some SUNY schools next year. Yeah, Canisius and Niagara are pretty good at hockey, and in the MAAC, the MAC. Yep, whole lot of Broncos in football. Yeah, Fredonia's pretty nice at hockey too. Don't sleep on them. Again, hockey got a lot of good D3 programs around us too that can contend with the D1s around here. Again, it's kind of tough because like Canisius and Niagara have good hockey programs, but if you're really good at hockey, you're not even considering them. So again, unless you're able to get a scholarship, which you know it's pretty tricky at Canisius or Niagara to even do that. Yeah, Buff State. Buff State's got a decent hockey team. That's about it for their sports as a D3 school. The double max. Yep. Always confusing there. Boise State's got a 3rd and 8 here, so they've been unable to really move the ball after that shoddy punt. And that one's going to be thrown up and incomplete, so they'll be able to punt it right back to Penn State. Yeah, Buff State D3 football, very, very bad team. They've been a bad program for quite some time now, trying to turn it around, but getting a little better each year, but still find themselves at the bottom of the standings. See what happens next year. It'll be fair caught at the 20, so Penn State will get a chance to make this a 2-possession game before the half. Yeah, this is what we'll be doing at intermission, just keeping up with this college game, answering your questions. Again, not much else to do here on this New Year's Eve, as this is the only college football game on. There's some other NHL, but again, at this point with the Sabres, all we really can watch is the Sabres. And if they're not winning, none of it matters anyway. I'm not looking at the playoff standings at this moment. People even go to Buff State football games. You get a little bit, but it's not. I mean, it's not a lot. People don't even go to UB football games, right? So it's a professional football town. Nobody cares about the MAC. I think that's kind of the issue with UB. The weather too. All those factors combined. It does really puzzle me that UB has such little fans each and every game when the Bills consistently sell out the stadium. I mean, even say this week's Bills game was at home and they had all the backups in, that place would still be sold out. There'd still be people tailgating. And you just see UB games that, quarter capacity or less every single time. It's a little puzzling, but again, it is the MAC. I understand. But other MAC schools have better attendance. I don't know. Maybe if UB would just get rid of that track around the field, you can actually see the field. That might help. Katron Allen for Penn State just had an absolute monster run, but I think it's going to get called back on a hold. UB has some of the worst attendance in D1, and the stadium doesn't help. Yeah, couldn't agree more there. Stadium stinks. That track is just disgusting on the field. I mean, that's high school. I mean, I guess it makes it unique, but it's not appealing. If you wanted to be unique, you could change the field to a blue. They are in desperate need of a new stadium or doing what some of the other MAC schools have done, which is removing the track entirely and building a track somewhere else around the football field, moving the stands down a little bit. So a little over 6 minutes before we get into the second period here for the Sabres. I think keys to the second period is just, stay aggressive. They had a couple moments where they were a little flat-footed. Again, Owen Power with his vintage 1 to 2 plays a game where he just freezes up and, it leads to a turnover. But other than that, I thought they played pretty good. UPL definitely kept a minute, but got to get more shots on. You need a couple of goals this game, because if you give up 1 to 2 and Dallas is going to just back off and play that New York Islanders style of hockey when they have the lead, and you're not going to score on that. So you have to get the lead, and you have to take a multi-goal lead, I think, to win this one. I don't think they're going to win this game if they're down at all at any point in this game. Certainly been wrong before. Again, that Blues game, last game was slipping away. And luckily they were able to actually win that one. Again, it's funny what one win can do for a franchise, right? You get off that losing streak and all of a sudden you start getting a couple bounces, start winning games you shouldn't. I do have the little Penn State scoreboard up there. Thank you, Jaden. JD says we need a Mike Minor from the Leafs next year. Penn State, again, another holding call. Penn State now back. That's going to be an absolute bomb. That might be picked off. And it's not picked off. That very easily could have been offensive pass interference. I can't believe it wasn't. Sawyer wants Boise State to win. I'm pretty indifferent in this one. Again, I'm going for Notre Dame all the way. So all these games are just fun watching football. Don't know what Mike Minor you're talking about. I know there's a MLB pitcher named that. Still got a little over 3 minutes before the second period. Again, still trying to hit that goal there, the donation goal. We are also gaining subscribers pretty quickly. Again, that should pick up again once the Bills are in the playoffs. If you guys like Bills content, we'll be uploading daily Bills content in the playoffs. Hopefully that means 4 to 5 weeks of it, but very well could be 1 to 2 weeks of it. So, you know, gotta relish these moments because you never know when the Bills are going to be back in the playoffs. Of course, with Josh Allen, you'd expect every year, but as somebody who grew up in the drought era, every playoff game is an opportunity, and hopefully they're able to bounce back and recover from these last couple losses in the playoffs they've had. Coyote, how's it going? Happy New Year to you as well. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you in here as always. Again, hoping the Sabres can end off 2024 with a win and head into 2025 on a 4-game winning streak. That would be nice. Would keep fans engaged. Elijah says, I think SUNY Fredonia should get a tackle football program. That'd be good. I think Fredonia. Let's look that up. I'm not familiar if Fredonia does. I don't think they do. I think just the high school in Fredonia has one. So yeah, that would be nice if Fredonia could get a football team. They could definitely join a plethora of D3 divisions around us. It would be a much needed team there. Sawyer doesn't like Notre Dame because they beat Indiana. I mean, Indiana shouldn't even been in it, if we're being honest. That team was a joke. So, of course, Smooth Gaming there is a Notre Dame hater. Oh, JD says, I mean Mitch Marner. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, Mitch Marner would be nice, but I don't think the Leafs are going to be trading him right now because they are playing so well, and this is the year for them that they could potentially get a cup. If they start slipping, maybe, but I think they got to wait till the offseason to make some of those moves because they are in a tricky spot with the cap, but right now they're fine. I think they're going to keep their team together unless we were to make a really dumb trade with them and overpay a ton. They're just playing so well right now. Indiana kept it closer than any other first-round game. They did, but again, you look at these teams like, you know, Arizona State. Like Arizona State, if they played in the first round, they would have probably gotten blown out too. It's just the seeding was pretty bad. I don't like how they did the seeding in this college football playoff, but I do really like the idea of more teams than 4. So I think they got half of it right. They still have to kind of work on it a little bit, but definitely better than last year. Jaden says, shouldn't be more than 8 teams. Yeah, I mean, realistically, is there more than 8 teams that could go all the way? Probably not, but some years there are. So it's a tricky call. Some years there's 2 teams that you know are going to go all the way. So that's kind of why they set up the 4-team playoff. It used to be 2, but now we're in a time when a lot of these programs are, you know, using NIL money, and it's going to be a lot more competitive. So right now it is, you know, maybe 8 teams, maybe 7 teams had a realistic shot, but I could definitely see in the future 12, 14 teams having a realistic shot. I mean, you look at the champions from last year, Michigan and Washington, the 2 teams that were in it. both of those teams suck this year. Again, Washington or Michigan coming off a big win, but neither team making playoffs. So back to the Sabres. College football March Madness. Elijah says, still believe the Buffalo Bills will win another AFC East championship next season. I hope you're right, and I also agree with you. I think they do as well. Coyote says, what is the ceiling for Kulik? That's a tricky one. I think his ceiling is through the roof, though. I've said it before, and I've been wrong, but watching this kid in the AHL 2 seasons ago, his shot was incredible, his skating was incredible, and he's got that high IQ that, I mean, we've seen with the Sabres. Not a lot of players that have been in the system have that high IQ, and he just has it. Last year with the AHL, he started to slip a little bit, and again, I think it was kind of one of those things where you see Tage Thompson on the Sabres, think of Jurgen Kulik on the Amers. Teams started double guarding him in the offensive zone. He was, one of the main threats, when people started scouting him and all that. So again, a lot of his offense got shut down. You see him with the Sabres, right? Is he ready to play NHL hockey? Maybe yes, maybe no. Again, you're on the Sabres, so you get the benefit of the doubt because it's a weaker roster. On one of the top teams in the league, does he get a spot right now in the NHL? Probably not. I think he could use a little bit more development, but man, he's got all the tools, right? His passing, his shot is lethal, like I said in the last Sabres video. I'm very high on Jurgen Kulik, and hope he continues to grow as a player and develop. Yep, got to win that second period. Kulik goes on a heater. He could win the Calder. It's possible. Again, a lot of work to be done for that. Again, he wasn't a mainstay in this lineup until recently, so that's going against him, the number of games played. But he's still got plenty of time. Again, if he somehow turns into like a point per game player, which again I think could happen if you get him on a really good line. Dallas ices the puck right away. Again, Sabres are a couple of veteran players away from being a playoff team, and they just, they have a GM who's unable to get it done year after year. But there's still time. Hopefully this current group of guys can get them into a respectable spot by the trade deadline, and then maybe we can get those add-ons. Barham keeps it in for the Sabres. Again, Sabres have the top line out there. Thompson along the near board, slides it back to Dahlin. Dahlin back to Tuck, but he bobbles that one, and Dallas is able to pin it along the boards. Tuck tries to play it back to the point, but good positioning there from Dallas, and they'll skate it up the center ice. And now they'll use some speed and chip it right past Bowen Barham. Dahlin has to go help him out, and Dahlin gets a stick on it. He whips it all the way down the ice. That one is going to be an icing. 19:20 to go in the second period. You guys can give me updates on the college football game if anyone scores while the Sabres are on. I'll keep this one on. Have I tried an Oreo milkshake before? I don't know if you're talking about a specific one. I have had Oreo milkshakes, but I don't know if you're talking about a specific one. But in general, yes, I have. Pretty solid choice there. Respectable choice. Dallas wins the offensive zone faceoff for them. Nice play by Dallas, right in front of the net again. The Sabres just continue to not guard right in front of UPL. A nice save there, but now it's played back to the point, and a bobble there bails the Sabres out, and Jason Zucker is able to get to the red line and all the way in onto Smith. He has to glove it down, and he'll play it off to the side. Sabres able to get a change. That's like the fourth time this game a player has been able to just walk right in on UPL around the side of the net. Picked off, though, and now Peterka gets a shot. That one's loose in front of DeSmith, but he will hold on to it. So a whistle with 18:46. And keep an eye on that college football game. If you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that helps us out immensely. Again, love doing these streams. Big save there for UPL on the replay. So Sabres lose the draw there. And Dallas is able to get it right outside the zone. And Sabres have stunk at faceoffs this year. There's a quick shot on UPL. Blockered away. JJP able to bring it up. Now it's right back to a Dallas stick. Nice drop pass there, and glove down and held by UPL. Oh my goodness, he's having a day. So this is 2 games in a row where the Sabres have like pretty dead and UPL's just battling them out. Nice drop pass there. The Sabres just leave a clear lane for UPL, which, you know, may look like bad defense from afar, but again, you want to give your goalie a non-screen view at the puck, so not the worst thing. Again, you'd prefer that shot not to be able to happen, but Cloud loses the face-off. Somehow Bryson gets the puck behind the net. He'll play it up to Lafferty, but doesn't go all the way. And now McLeod has to regroup, and he slides it around the net. There's no one there, though. Clifton had to chase after it. And now it pops right back to him. He gets it over to Bryson. Bryson, half turn back. He'll get it back to Clifton behind the net. They waited for it to open up there. Now Malenstein chases it down to the Dallas end. Sabres fourth line caught out there. Now, again, I don't know why they didn't change there as Dallas changed, but Dallas uses their speed here, and they'll be able to get it set up. Again, this team changes very poorly the last couple seasons, I've noticed. Darlene gets it up. Nice pass to Malenstein. Malenstein gets it up to the red line, and he'll head off for a change. So, again, it's a wasted possession there. Why you didn't change 20 seconds ago makes no sense. Because now you get the puck back, and you skate it to the red line and just dump it in and change. Again, change when you got the puck. Anyway, Byram now in his own zone. Plenty of time to find an outlet pass, but that one gets broken up and stolen. Good job by Yuri Kulik to avoid disaster there off the Byram turnover. Now Byram has more space along the boards. He'll skate up to the red line this time and wrist it in. Probably a smarter move than trying to pass it through 4 Stars players. But Dallas heads back the other way, and Samuelson just getting on the ice was able to get a piece of it, and Power now. Power finds an outlet. Good pass there. Thompson. Down low to Benson. Benson to the front of the net. Tried to get it far side. Again, Benson so crafty with those passes, but that one missed. And it chased Power outside the zone. It looks like the Sabres might be changing up the lines here to generate some offense, but now Dallas with some speed. There's a long-range shot. Oh, it's loose in front of the net. Samuelson able to play it away from the net. Now it bounces right back to him. He'll get it to Power, and Power is going to have a clear lane to get that puck deflected up and down the ice. Tuck in after it. And Duchesne now. Duchesne, nice job holding the puck at the line. There's a great pass, and that one gets deflected in front of the net wide. There's another shot. That one gets deflected off Bryson's skate, and somehow Tage Thompson ends up with it. Now Zucker to the red line. He's going to backhand it out. Smart veteran play, as always, from Jason Zucker, and that group will get off the ice. If I ever had beef on a WEC, I have. It's pretty solid. Again, you know, a lot of places make it pretty dry though. It's got to be, it's got to have some like au jus or something. I don't know, something about dry roast beef. I don't know. Sabres now. Oh, good chance there, but Cousins wasn't able to corral the puck. So now Dallas will have some speed back the other way, and Peterka's not back, and that's going to be a shot and held by UPL. Again, another long range shot. You'll take those all day. So we have a whistle here, and we will have a defensive zone faceoff for the Sabres. Oh, great job by Zach Benson. Tuck missed a wide open tap, and you got to be able to get that one on the replay there. So chances by period, 6-8 for Dallas in the first, 4-2 so far in the second for Dallas. Nice play by Tuck there to break up any chance of a point shot. Or it wasn't Tuck, it was Lafferty, sorry. Saw the 8. Lafferty's able to keep it again, but now it gets slapped out. McLeod chases it back. Quick up again by Darlene, and that one will get slapped around. Darlene now back in his own end. And it's crazy to watch Darlene's development. He is by far the best player on the ice when he's out there. Just his puck control. Again, you could tell when a loose puck gets slapped back to him, he's able to control it on that back end so much easier than anyone else. You could pick him off the ice without even really looking at the jersey. Active NHL Ironman streaks. Brett Burns leading by a mile. 879 straight games. That's insane. 2 years since the Sabres have won 4 in a row. That's a disgusting stat. Hopefully that changes tonight. Greenway was having a great season. He was, unfortunately, got injured there again. He's one of those guys where when the effort was up, he was one of the best players on the ice sometimes. You know, he could really turn it on, but so many times he was just found in no man's land too. But this season he was having a little bit better of a year. Back to Samuelson. That's going to be a slapper from Power, and that one will go right on to Smith, and it'll be held on to. Now we got some pushing and shoving in the corner. Benson mixing things up again. Yep, Dumba and Benson going at it. Dumba's got the full bucket shield on. How's it going, Jason? Benson tried to get a tip on that one. So good shot by Power there, seeing Benson cutting the net for the tip. And these jerseys are just so ugly for Dallas, the neon green. And I think they could use neon green, but just not these combos. Just not my favorite. As someone who usually likes neon green, I got to give this one a thumbs down. Dallas gets it to center, and they will bring it into the Sabres' end with some speed. There's a shot. Good save by UPL. Yeah, Dallas goes back to their old colors. That would be cool. Darlene back around the end. That one goes right on the net there, but not in. And now Dallas will bring it back up to center ice. Johnson tried to slide it across, but that one goes off at Dallas, skating all the way back down the ice to Smith. Stars up quick again. Turnover there, but every member of the Dallas Stars was back, preventing an odd man rush. So Byron will clear the zone and head off for a change. Played down. Peterka looking for a lane. He's got one. That one tipped in front. Didn't reach the net. Quinn's going to chase after it in the corner, but he's not going to be able to steal that one. So Dallas will bring it up here. 3-on-3 back the other way. Nice play by Clifton to pinch off, but now we got a wide open shooting lane, and that one goes wide. Whew. Another good opportunity for the Stars. Bryson gets it to Peterka, back down to Bryson in the corner. Bryson's caught far inside the Dallas end. So Dallas takes note of that, and they're going to slap it to center ice. Sabres still have Peterka out there, so again, a bad change. Half of the fourth line's out there, and it always seems to be this fourth line that's part of the bad change, which makes it even worse. Now McLeod. Again, Sabres can't get it outside their zone. It looks like they did complete the change, though. Nope, Peterka's still on the ice somehow. But there's a nice pass to Malenstein, and Malenstein will get it a little bit back. So they'll be able to finish the change there. And Clifton, I don't know about that decision, but wisely gets it over to the other end, and Bryson able to backhand it to Lafferty. Lafferty right at the lines, pushing, shoving, trying to get it outside the zone. But Dallas will keep it in. And this fourth line just continues to infuriate me for the Sabres. All three players are brand new, and all three of them have been massive disappointments. Good stick there by Ryan McLeod, though, to take it outside the zone. Now it's turned over to a Sabres defenseman. Malenstein tried to go back the other way. That one gets stopped pretty easily, and Clifton's got to chase it back into the corner. 2 stars on him, and they're going to end up with the puck. Sabres crashing the corner. Good job by McLeod to get back there. Tries to work it to Clifton. Clifton and Bryson have been on the ice for what seems to be 3 minutes. Dallas, there's a slapper. That one goes wide. 87 miles an hour on that one. They slap it right back down to him. He's going to take a wrist shot. Now it pops in front. Oh, what a save by UPL. He is on fire tonight. And finally, the Sabres backhanded all the way down. That's not going to be an icing, so they'll be able to change. Benson and the rest of that test line is out there. All right, nice play by Kulik, and now we got a 2-on-1. Benson and Kulik. Benson looks, He waves backhand. Oh, it's right on the goal line, but not in. And now Dallas is going to head back the other way. Stolen by Krebs. What a play by Benson, but unable to finish it. Oh, and a good pass up to Krebs. Now Krebs looks for a shooting lane. He's going to circle back. Krebs plays it at the blue line. He slides it down low. Owen Power caught behind the net. Kulich gets it back to the point. Nice little rotation for the Sabres. There's a shot. That one gets blocked. Krebs at the point. Sabres starting to get some momentum here. Nice slap pass to Kulich. Again, Kulich used that speed to start that 2-on-1, but now he turns it over, and Dallas goes back 2-on-1. But they're out of gas, and they're going to give up on that one. So Dallas goes off for a change. Sabres able to get it up quickly to Benson. Benson didn't have too much speed, and he'll just tip it the rest of the way in and head off for a change. Sabres have their first line out there right now. Stars come back with speed now. There's a shot. They score. Rupe Hintz gets it over, and they will score that one. Rupe Hintz on the board for the Stars. Another bad change for the Sabres. Transition goal. With 10-11 to go in the second here. Again, just a terrible play. They worked the puck up way too quick in the middle of a change, turned it over because Benson had no speed going in. Just a terrible play from, I believe, Samuelsson getting it up. And all of a sudden you find yourself with an odd man rush back the other way with guys turned the wrong way. And that's what happens. Again, this team changing is something that not a lot of people notice, but man, I've noticed this team has become one of the worst changing units in the NHL. But man, right after that really good chance from Benson, they give up a goal. So Sabres are a very fragile team when it comes to emotion. So hopefully they can keep their emotions in check this game and grind back to get this one tied. But like I said in the intermission, it's going to be really hard for this team to fight back if they give up a goal, and they did. Now Dahlin gets it. Dahlin looks for some space. He gets it up to Zucker. Zucker tries to find Tuck, but it's batted down. Back to Dahlin. A nice play there. He gets tripped up. No call there. Byram in front of the net, and they score! Right back at it. Jason Zucker gets it right in front of the net. A loose puck, and the Sabres tie it up. A huge bounce back shift there. Woo. There we go. Great play by Dahlin. Again, just takes the game in his hands, gets tripped up. Bowen Byram able to get the puck on the net. It seemed like 3 Sabres against 1 Dallas Stars player in front of the net. Take another look at that one. No delayed call there, which is kind of insane. But yeah, it just popped right behind the Smith, and Zucker was right there. Again, I'll continue to say it, the best acquisition for the Sabres in quite some time. That's how you got to do it. So Buffalo wins the draw here. Again, another huge shift. Keep the momentum going now. The opposite of the last shift, the bounce back. Quinn's shot gets blocked, and that goes outside the zone. Samuelsson has to circle back at center ice, and Power is going to dump it the rest of the way in. That one gets by. But now it's going to pop out to the blue line all the way up in the air and glove down. Good hit by Samuelsson. But wasn't good enough as the puck pops right back to Dallas behind the net. Now Peterka will get his stick on it, and he's slapping for it to try to get it outside the zone. And now they do. Cousins gets it to Peterka. Peterka doesn't have much space, though. He's just going to chip it in. He gets shoved down with one arm. He's going to continue to put the forecheck on, but wasn't there in time. And now Byram back in his own end. Slaps it plenty of time as the Stars were changing now for McLeod. Batted down. Nice job there by Dahlin. He's going to take it himself. There's a shot. Loose puck in front and covered up by DeSmith. Dahlin's really turning up here. By far the best player for the Sabres tonight. He's on one heck of a streak. But we had the commercial there. Jason Zucker ties it up for the Sabres. A massive goal to keep Buffalo in the game. So during the commercial break, we will head to the football game. If we got got halftime there, 17-7, Penn State at the half. So Boise State had a chance to tie it. They couldn't get any points on the board. Looks like Penn State might run away with that one. But you never know. All these bowl games so far, besides the playoff games, have been really good. So be exciting to see what happens in the second half of that one. It's actually going to be perfect timing. We'll probably start the second half once this ends. And let me know who you guys think's going to score the next goal. If the Sabres score another goal this game, I am going to say just a gut feeling. I'm going to say Zach Benson scores a goal. It came close before. Oh, and Jason drops a super chat. He says, I got to say, it's been nice seeing them win lately. It sure has. Again, they are on a 3-game winning streak. This would be their first 4-game winning streak in 2 years, as Truth noted in the chat. And Truth says, Kane isn't coming to Buffalo, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think so. Coyote says, show us the replay of Benson's chance. I can't do that without getting copyrighted. I am going to start making a lot more YouTube videos that are copyrighted with highlight videos after some games. So I will be showing highlights, but I just don't want to do it on live streams because it's a big time commitment. And if they get copyrighted, you know, it's tough. But I will be making a lot more videos that get copyrighted that are, you know, a little bit more in-depth videos. So where the heck is Don? Don he's back home, but he is at college for the most part. So again, he is taking a little bit of a step back from his role, and we'll see what the future holds. But he's still hopping on some videos now and then, and still contributing. So you know, always welcome Don on this channel, of course. So keep an eye out for him. He's been popping in some streams too. So, but again, he's back in town for a couple weeks. So again, he's going to be doing some family time, which is obviously very, very understandable when you're only home for a couple weeks. So while I was talking there, the Sabres gave up a grade A opportunity, but a good save from UPL. And now Kulik takes the puck back the other end, and his confidence seems to be getting better and better each game. Again, that's twice now in 2 games. He's taken the puck lengthwise down the ice, and Kulik's stick gets ripped out of his hands. No penalty there. So again, Sabres still no power plays this game. Yep, Louisville. Victor says Tage Thompson tonight. That would be nice to see Tage get one. I will announce now, we're going to be going to, me and Brandon, if you guys know Brandon on the channel, I'll be making a vlog for this. We will be going to New England to watch the Bills game. And on the trip, it just so happens that on the way, we will be in Bridgeport, and the Amherst are there. So for all you hockey fans that are Amherst fans, we'll be watching Bridgeport versus Rochester on Saturday night. And again, the Amherst are currently tied for second place in the entire AHL. It should be a fun game. I looked at the Islanders lineup. They don't really have too many exciting players, but the one guy that caught my eye is Tage Thompson's brother, Tice Thompson. So that'll be fun to see him. Got to wear the Thompson goat head jersey for that game. The best of both worlds. They're rooting for both teams, I guess. Of course, rooting for the Amherst, but rooting for Tice as well. It's cool to see Tice versus Tage a couple years ago when the Devils played Buffalo. Again, we'll upload that vlog sometime next week, so keep an eye out for that one. Again, a meaningless football game, just going because it's super cheap. Again, thank you, Jason, for the super chat. Means a lot. Again, if you guys want to support the channel, you could become a member. You could give a super chat. Jason has done both. So thank you so much again. Love seeing you guys in here. A lot of familiar faces in here on a night-to-night basis. Love catching up. Sorry I haven't been able to stream lately, and it's going to be a couple of games off again after this one. Just pretty busy, and of course going to that New England game. But we'll keep the videos consistent. Again, Bills Patriots preview coming out tomorrow, and then we'll see what we have for the rest of the week. I'll try to make a video for Friday and Saturday when I am gone. We are at 1 out of 5 donations on the goal. Goal ends in 40 minutes, so we'll see if we can get anything there. If you guys would like to check that out, you can hit the little bullseye in the top left of the chat. Sawyer says Brandon equals GOAT. Let's go. F. Jason, thank you so much. True says, let's go Amherst. Elijah says, Terry Pegula trying to get Buffalo Sabres and Bandits to switch Pepsi sponsors. It'd be interesting. So we are back in action here. Just over 7 minutes to go. Dallas brings it in the zone. There's an open shot. That one gets deflected up and out of play. So 7:03 will have a stoppage. Of course, you know, if you guys are already members, there's no need for super chats. There's never any need for super chats or members. Just making a note of that. Sawyer says, yep, exactly what I was just saying. Thank you, Sawyer, again for your continued support in the chat as well. And more than enough is just you guys being here. Enjoy doing these streams, and if I'm gonna watch the game, might as well stream it. Dallas wins the draw, but it immediately goes out of play. Oh, and Truth becomes a member. Let's go. You'll love to see it. Member for 3 months. Says, let's go Bills, let's go Sabres, let's go Bandits. I agree with all three of those statements. Thank you, Truth, for your continued support as well. Sam Lafferty gets taken down along the boards. No call there. Again, it's kind of crazy there. And now Truth, like all the other members, will get to use the emotes. We're a couple members away from being able to add a new emote as well. So we'll see what we add there. Sabres fourth on, oh, right in front of the net. Oh my goodness, what a chance from Sam Lafferty. That's his second really good chance of the game. And there's Jason becoming a member again for another month. Thank you so much again for your continued support. Absolute legends in the chat. Appreciate you guys. A super chat from Truth, $1. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, we are on a hot streak right now. Thank you guys so much for the support. Hopefully the Sabres can get us a win tonight. Happy New Year's almost. Sabres have had some sustained offensive zone time here. Right as I say that, it gets stripped, and now Dallas back the other way. Good defensive play by Samuelson, though. Huge hit along the boards. Lafferty has cement handles. Yeah, pretty much. F. Jaden says, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Helps us out a ton. Again, we're a very small channel, but I try to keep consistent. It's tough sometimes, especially when the Sabres are stinking it up. But thank you guys for consistently being here watching this this team play hockey. I know it's tough to just watch them. So to watch them and be in here watching me is big time commitment. Benson now plays it to Krebs. Krebs. There's a guy at the point. That's Power across the other point. That one slapped in. Samuelson. That gets deflected wide. I think eventually when we get bigger, I do want to do a fan mail video. I feel like that'd be cool. We have a lot of people in here who have been here a while. I think it'd be cool if you guys could, if you guys wanted to send anything funny or, any letters or anything like that. You see that all the time too. So, still a ways away from that, but that's definitely on the docket. I know some people have mentioned that in the chat before. So that's, it's a potential idea. Just not yet. Sabres clear the end. Victor says, drinking a cold beer, eating some Pringles chips, and watching Cal call Sabres game all on the same New Year's Eve. Yeah, sounds like a good night to me. Hopefully the Sabres can win and top it off. But oh, it's a close chance there for Dallas. Again, the Sabres finally get the puck out of the end. Sawyer says, just gonna stick to memberships. Yep, that is always okay. Definitely don't need anything from you, Sawyer. You are above and beyond on this channel. Thank you guys so much. Nice pass there. Now Thompson has a little mini breakaway. He turns back, waiting for a drop pass, but there's no one there, and he just turns it over again. A bad decision there from Tage. He should have just took the shot again. You're Tage Thompson. Take the shot. And now Dallas back the other way, but luckily for the Sabres, that one does not go anywhere. McLeod touches up, gets it to Dahlin. Dahlin gets it to the red line. Nice little pass to Zucker. Zucker looking in front of the net, but there's no one there. Sawyer says he's working on building a computer right now. Yeah, I gotta do that too if I'm gonna continue doing this. And then offsides for Dallas. Right now we got a pretty scuffed setup going on, but again, I don't know how invested I want to get in this just yet. But thank you guys for sticking with it through the scuffed setup. And after school, we'll probably make that decision if we're gonna go all in with this or kind of keep it scuffed. But for now, we're kind of in between. As we are in a commercial break, you guys are not missing anything. Maybe Sabres need Mr. Brightside. Yeah, that seems to be the Bills' new song, right? Players really love it, especially like Knox and Kincaid on the sidelines are always getting hype about it. Jason says, I've never purchased a sticker on any other channel before, and I have YouTube Premium. Well, thank you for supporting this channel. Helps us out a ton. Again, every little bit helps us out. Every view, every like, every comment helps us out a ton. It's just the YouTube algorithm. Again, if you guys are in here and somehow do not know that we have an Instagram, be sure to check that out as well. We are even more active on that than I'd say the YouTube, and we got more people over there as well. Jason says, but this channel has gotten me through the Sabres being garbage lately. Yeah, it's a tough task to make content about this team, but we get through it. And again, like I've said before, it becomes comical with this team. There's a point of really thinking they have a chance, and then you get to that midway point where it's just the same thing every single year. Again, I could re-upload videos from 2022 and they'd probably still make sense with this team. Mr. Brightside is a banger song. Yeah, it's a little overplayed sometimes, but as someone who doesn't really listen to that style of music too much, it's definitely a nice touch to the Bills games. Hopefully we're hearing that a lot in the playoffs. Won't hear it anymore in the regular season as the Bills are done with their home games. Again, 8-0 at home this year. That's only been done, I think, twice or three times before in Bills history. Sabres win the draw here. Let's drop back, and Peterka can handle it. Now Dallas steals that one, and they'll play it up to center ice at the line. Nice stick there. And now Quinn's going to be able to get it. So skate to center ice. Not a whole lot of speed, though. He's just going to chip it, and I wonder if that group goes off for change. They're not going to. So an interesting zone entry to not be going off for change. Now they will once Dallas got the puck. Sorry, listens to country and likes Mr. Brightside. I listen to all music. I mean, I always like to switch it up. So we have an icing there. And big time donation from Coyote. 20 Canadian Buckaroos. Thank you so much, Coyote. Good to see you back here. Again, thank you guys so much. We've been having a good stream so far. Again, you guys don't got to do any of this. I just like doing this, chatting with you guys. It's one of my favorite parts of my day, coming on here, chatting with you guys about the Sabres. A lot of you guys have very similar views as me. It's kind of hard to be positive when they're in such a drought, but I try to keep it as positive as possible until, the occasional rant. But thank you, Coyote. And Coyote does have one of the biggest moments on this channel when he donated to get Don a UPL jersey. Sabres 2-on-1 though, back the other way. Cousins gets it to Beck Malenstein, but Malenstein missed the tip. Another missed opportunity for the Sabres. That one would have been big right before the intermission. And with the let's go Mets. See what Juan Soto's up to. Yeah, Coyote's definitely an OG on this channel. Thank you so much for joining. Drew says still needs the house cat shirt. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe from all the donation money, we can finally get that Beckham Malenstein digital T-shirt for Jaden. Sabres 3-on-2 now. Tage Thompson. Oh, what a move, but it gets broken up, and now less than a minute to go in the second. Dallas back the other way. Good job by Bryson to get in the way, and Dahlin will have a clear lane outside the zone. He gets it up to Tage. Tage, nice turn back, finds Tuck. Tuck has a shooting lane. He's waiting, holding, and that one goes wide. Jason doesn't want to trade Cousins. Yeah, I'm at the point right now where the time for a desperation trade is almost too late. Dahlin in front of the net. That's broken up. Good play by Dallas there. Let's see if they just try to clear the zone and change. Yep, that's what they'll do. So Dahlin will have it behind his own net. He's just going to slap it up quick. Great awareness there as Dallas was going for a change, but it doesn't go anywhere. I don't know where the Sabres were. Now Dahlin somehow ends up with it again. Again, just a great game for Dahlin so far. 7 seconds to go. Sabres clear it into the Dallas end. Krebs tries to get it. And Dallas is just going to pin it along the board. That'll be the end of the second. So 1-1, 2 goals in this period, and a whole lot of donations. Thank you, guys. But yeah, Sabres still in this one. 1 period to go. And like I said before the second period started, if this game goes to overtime, it's not the end of the world. You'd love to have 2 points. You almost need 2 points at this point, but you can afford to give up a point to a West Coast team. We'll see what they do in the second or in the third. Let's head over to the football game now. Again, thank you guys for the donations, as always. Definitely not needed, but much appreciated. Again, once we get bigger too, I do want to do a charity stream. If anyone has any ideas where to do that one too, if anyone has any causes, I feel like those are always good. Coyote says, I think the Sabres held their own in that period. They definitely did. That was a huge bounce back shift after the Dallas goal to go in right back. Again, Dallas gives up the fewest goals in the league, so that was a huge shift there to get that goal back. But yeah, like I was saying, a charity stream would be very nice. I don't know what we could be doing. Probably some sort of punishment or gimmick for every donation. We'd do something just to raise some money. Sawyer says, if you do a fan mail thing, I wouldn't know what to send you. Yeah, you gotta get creative with them, but that's not going to be for a while. Again, once we get some more viewers in here. But again, we do have some OGs that have brought it up in the past, so definitely a potential idea. Yeah, football game's currently in a commercial as well, so we got double commercials. And a solid game for the Sabres. Again, it looks like they're kind of just, matching pace, right? Dallas got that goal. All of a sudden they turned it up. They got that goal. So saving it all for the third. We'll see. Do a Q&A stream. That could work too. Could get the whole gang on, the whole BSC gang for a Q&A stream. I think that'd be fun. Would probably be something for the summer when everyone's back in town. With Jaden, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jaden would definitely be a part of that one. Also, for the playoffs, we are going to be having daily content. So one of those videos will probably be a video with me and Jaden. So Jaden will be making his re-debut on the channel. We also just filmed a bunch of YouTube shorts, some IRL football with the whole gang. Those will be out pretty shortly. Again, we're kind of waiting for moments to happen in the game to match them up. But if that doesn't happen, we will release them before the end of the football season. So you guys will get to see those. Those should be pretty funny. Hopefully you guys like those. We filmed those about a week ago. Always got to have something stored, ready to drop at any moment. I mean, rumor has it Jaden wanted to do a 24-hour stream too. I don't know how true that is, but if you guys want to pester him for that one, maybe you might just get it. Maz said, just saw this was on. Can anyone type who scored for Buffalo tonight? Unfortunately, can't have the volume turned up due to company. Jason Zucker got the goal off a Bowen Byram shot on the net. It squeaked by Casey DeSmith. I'll type that out for you. 24-hour stream would be legendary. I agree. Back to the football game here. So they're just getting back from halftime. And we got a trifecta of college football playoff games tomorrow, starting with Texas, Arizona State. Then we get the big boy, Ohio State, Oregon. Finish the night up with another big boy in Georgia, Notre Dame. Can't wait for those second two. The first one, Texas probably blows them out, but you never know. Arizona State has had some nice games. Again, they were probably the hottest team in football towards the end of the year. But and games will be on at 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 8:45, all on ESPN with the simulcast there as well. Playing a little Chell. Yeah, Chell's fun this year. Again, it's definitely not one of the best Chells I've played. I don't really love the movement this year. I think the hits are a little bit broken. Again, they made it too easy to hit. Now it's almost too hard to hit. You blow right by guys. The AI in that game is terrible as well. Ah, 24. Okay, well, yeah, then 24 was solid. I can't remember if it was 22 or 21 that I liked. Too cheap to get 25. 25 is it was on sale for Black Friday. That's when we got it. But it's always the time to get it. Right around Black Friday, it goes down to, I think, like $37, $35. Yeah, I'm still sticking with my prediction. I think Benson gets a goal in the third. Yeah, the one-timers are ridiculously good. Coyote says McLeod is better than fourth line. Yeah, and I think you're almost wasting him on the fourth line, right? It's one of those situations where it's like Krebs on the fourth line. Like, it makes no sense. You got a guy that's just wasted away down there. Again, McLeod has speed. He can win faceoffs. I think you're just wasting him away on that fourth line. I'd love to see them bring Tyson Kozak back. Not only was he good on faceoffs, but he brought the energy. He was scoring goals. I mean, I don't understand what they're doing with this team, keeping Sam Lafferty out there, Beck Malenstein. And again, I like Beck Malenstein more than Abe Kubel and Lafferty, just because he has a little bit of a spark. He's physical, but man, all three of those have just been terrible acquisitions. Almost said accusations, had to stop myself there. Penn State now has the ball right off of halftime. It's going to be incomplete, so 2nd and 10 coming up. I haven't streamed a football game since, I think, like the second week of the NFL season, and it's kind of been tough with those games. I try to start working some morning shift Saturday next year. Try to do some nighttime college football games on Saturday nights. I feel like those streams might do good, and they'd be pretty fun to do. Again, there's usually like a marquee matchup every Saturday night. Penn State now on the run. That one goes for about 5. Again, it is interesting to see the Sabres team kind of work out the lines. Again, you got Lindy Ruff, who didn't really have a say in his team, didn't have a say for his assistant coaches. And it's been interesting seeing him kind of work with what he was given. Unfortunately for us, he was given not a whole lot. Just disappointing as a fan. I mean, year after year after year, we find ourselves in the basement trying to work our way back up. Oh, incomplete on 3rd and 6, a drop pass. So they're going to have to punt. So Boise State has a chance to get right back in the game here. In the chat right now, what's your guys' favorite sport? I find this a very interesting question. I know a lot of people will probably say football. I feel like football is probably the most popular in the United States. Soccer is always a sleeper. I feel like everyone likes basketball, but is basketball anyone's favorite sport? And this is to watch, by the way. It's favorite sport to watch on TV professionally. Does anyone really like basketball as the most? I don't know if that's the case. Hockey, that'll be popular in this chat probably, but nationwide probably not. Truth says football. I agree. I think football. Truth says curling too. If you're being serious, I can't say I have watched too much curling, but I do watch it in the Olympics, and it seems like a pretty interesting sport. Pretty fun. The ending there. Coyote says hockey all the way, football second. Probably rank it. Probably put football first. I'd put hockey second, baseball third, and basketball fourth. But again, all I do is sports, so it's my basketball at number 4 is higher than a lot of people's second. I'm constantly watching sports. Sawyer says either baseball or football. Right there with you. And hockey's tough to watch if it's not the Sabres though. Like I can watch Sabres, I'm super invested, but if it's just a random NHL game, I just hate the NHL. Their rules are so stupid. The referees suck. It's just the most Mickey Mouse league. Coyote is Canadian, so yeah, the football stinks in the CFL. So that I guess you're kind of condensed to basketball, baseball, which you only really have Toronto, and then of course hockey. Jason says NFL and then NHL. I agree with you there. Yeah, big Mets fan too, so I know a lot of people don't like watching baseball, but I'll continue to say it. If you get invested with a baseball team, it is one of the most fun adventures. So many games, so many opportunities to bounce back, and the Mets announcers are just so good. They make it worthwhile. And then, of course, the Knicks are fun to watch. But again, with the NBA, with the way the NBA is right now, with all the fouling and three-pointers, that's all they do. I can really only watch the fourth quarters without going insane. But I do try to stay consistent. I watch the Knicks fourth quarters every game, and they look like they got a pretty good squad this year. So that does change in playoffs. I will watch full playoff games, and when the rules kind of shift a little bit and it's better basketball. Truth likes the Toronto Argies. You see a lot of Argos fans at Highmark Stadium during Bills tailgates. It's always the funniest thing to me. A lot of Toronto Maple Leafs fans are Bills fans, and a lot of Bills fans are Blue Jays fans. So the Toronto Buffalo connection's there, and with hockey, it's just a bitter rivalry, which is funny. Sawyer says, when the Sabres are good, I like hockey, but if they aren't, I'm just not interested. I would agree with that, right? Because if the Sabres stink, I'm only watching the Sabres. If the Sabres are good, all of a sudden I start watching the playoff bubble teams. I get a little more invested. Unfortunately for us, the Sabres haven't really been good at all, so there hasn't been too much of that. But when they are in the mix, it's a little easier to watch. Truth says chess second. Yeah, chess is I'm a pretty big checkers guy. It takes a little less effort. Can't say I've played chess too much. I know a lot of people used to play that during classes on their computers, but never got into it. Boise State, nice 2nd and 12 conversion, so they're around midfield. See, what are your guys' non-Buffalo favorite teams, if you guys had to pick any? I mean, for me, obviously, it's the Mets and Knicks, but that's about it. Like, I don't really believe in second favorite teams. I know some people are like, oh, I love the Lions. They're my NFC team. And so I don't really believe in that. If it's not a Buffalo team, I really don't like them. But I'd be interested to see what you guys think. Wide open pass for Boise State, and that is going to be a touchdown. Going to be a 3-point game. Truth says Mets. See that I can back. Juan Soto, still waiting for Pete Alonso, still waiting for Alex Bregman. Maybe Santander. A lot of moves to be made still, but huge play for Boise State there. I don't know how you get that wide open. Looks like the Bills' backups. Coyote, nice update there. USA up 1-0 against Canada after 2 in the World Juniors. Canada looks like a mess in the World Juniors this year. Again, they lost to Latvia. I mean, that's tough. But the USA, they took a loss too. So, and that is on the NHL Network and ESPN Plus, I believe. Those are fun games to watch. This year, I haven't been watching as much because the Sabres have less high profile guys, but they do have Hellenius in on Team Sweden. They have, got a couple other prospects in the mix as well. Penn State football. Yeah, a lot of people around here do like Penn State football too. Again, I'm a Notre Dame guy, so I don't really go too far out of that besides like UB. Yeah, Brody Zemer on Team USA is tearing it up this year. Again, friend of the program. He's been fun to watch. Sawyer just scored in Shell. Love to hear it. Sawyer is a Yankees fan. Gavin McKenna will dominate next year for Canada. Yeah, he's gonna be a special player, right? He's right up there along some of these really good number 1 overall picks. It is unfortunate that the Sabres, it looks like they're going to finish near the bottom of the standings this year, although there's still plenty of time to go in this season. They can turn it around, but if they do, it's one of those drafts where there's not a clear number 1 overall pick, and it's kind of a weaker draft class. Of course, but nevertheless, hopefully we don't have to worry about the draft this year. Hopefully that pick gets traded for something better, or we just end up in a good spot where a late first round pick doesn't really mean much in the NHL, right? So the last question I'll ask before the Sabres game gets going here, I feel like we're having a good time with these, is have you guys played any sports, either growing up or if you guys still do play sports? I know we got some older people in here, some younger people in here. Do you guys play any sports, or have you played any sports in college, in high school, any of that? Jason says, only other teams I like are the Steelers and Rangers, both NHL and baseball. Yeah, Steelers are close in Pittsburgh. Rangers are a pretty close team too. I can't say I'm a fan of either team really. I'm kind of mid on both of those. I don't hate either team, but Julian says, I'm born and raised near Montreal, but went against the grain and have been the only Sabres fan in my family for 30 years now. That's a bold choice, Julian. I'd be interested to see or to hear what made you a Sabres fan. I don't know, maybe the jerseys. I see you got the goat head as your profile picture. I know a lot of Sabres fans who have seen the goat head, growing up in the 80s and 90s, and just the Sabres have always kind of had the best uniforms in the league, or a top 3. But yeah, it's been a rough 30 years for you. I'm sorry for that. But Montreal's been pretty bad the last little bit too, so not missing much there as well. Jerseys and Hasek in the late 90s. That's what I hear all the time from out of town people. The jerseys, number 1, and yeah, Hasek, of course, can't forget him. Unfortunately, I was not born for any of his tenure, but I've seen plenty of highlights, and they're just it's kind of crazy. He was kind of the first of that butterfly style. He's kind of doing his own thing in the league and kind of transformed the goalie position. So we got a hat trick in Shell. You'll love to hear it. A Hattie to boot. All right, so Sabres back at it here for the third period, potentially the last 20 minutes of the game, although we could go to overtime, just tied 1-1. Sabres need another win. Again, we can't afford losses here, so they put themselves in a bind, losing 13 in a row. Doing a little highlight compilation here before the period gets started of UPL, and he's just been great today. Again, one got by him, but other than that, he's just been spectacular. Yeah, UPL was able to save 9 of 10 shots in the second period. So the pest line out there for the Sabres: Benson, Krebs, Kulik. Kulik wins the draw, back to Owen Power, and we are underway for a big third period here in Dallas. That one's sent down. Krebs got a stick on it, so no icing. Dallas recovers in their own end, and they'll play it up to center ice. A wild backhand pass gets turned over to Krebs, and Krebs just turns it right back over at center ice. Don't know what he was thinking there. And now Dallas has a little bit of speed in the Sabres end. Samuelsson, nice stick to bounce his man off the puck. Kulich now has to deal with it along the boards. Goes into the corner and back to the point for Dallas. That shot goes wide, pops out into the other corner, and great save there from UPL. It's still loose, though. Now Krebs is able to get it, and he has plenty of space to slowly bring it up the center ice. Sabres are going for changes here, and that's going to be way offside. Samuelsson tried to go. I don't know why he was pinching so far up, but that's fine. Take the whistle and take the change. The truth just dropped. The Sabres World Junior participants in the chat. Again, future's bright. Future is bright. But again, I'd say 3 of those guys probably have a realistic shot of making the Sabres actual NHL roster down the line. You never know, though. And now Dallas has a breakaway. It's Ben. That one misses the net. Oof. It was a little bit of a half breakaway. I guess I jumped the gun there. Now Tuck gets it in. They're not going to say it's offsides, but it doesn't matter because the Sabres thought they were offsides and they turned back anyway. So Dallas brings it back up the other end. Ben now, who just happened to squeak in for, they get it right out in front of that UPL, way out of his net. Now it's loose behind the net. Oh, Tuck goes down. No penalty. Again, Sabres without a power play this entire game. Stars only had 1. That was late in the first period. There's a shot. Oh, great save by UPL again on the deflection, but the Sabres can't get the puck out of the end. Dallas having a heck of a time here in the offensive end. Nice move now in front. UPL's got to keep his eyes open at both sides of the net. This is very tricky as the Stars are just dogging the Sabres first line in the offensive end. They just keep rotating it. And now it's loose, and oh no, Jason Zucker somehow broke his stick away from the play. So now he races to the bench to get one. Oh, big glove save from UPL. Thompson plays it down, and that one goes out. Now we have a breakaway. No, Quinn couldn't handle it, but he's going to get the bank off. No, he's not even going to get that. Come on. What a chance for Quinn there. Almost got a lucky breakaway, but couldn't handle the pass from Thompson. And now it's right back in the Sabres end. Again, he turned it over too quickly, and the Sabres were unable to get all their guys off the ice, although they did get the offensive players off. Kulich showing Power how to defend in front of the net. Yeah, Power is definitely one of his weak spots, is his defense in front of the net. Oh, terrible giveaway, and they score. That's Robertson. A terrible turnover in front of the net. Again, Sabres just still-footed in their own end for the last 2 minutes, and again, that's going to cost you. A terrible start to the third period. See who turned that one over. That was Jack Quinn. Just a terrible turnover there. Nothing you can blame UPL on. So Quinn, a really rough shift, goes on the ice, completely misses the chance for a breakaway, and then turns it over and forces a Dallas goal. Late offsides for the Sabres, so the Stars will cycle the puck in their own end, and the Sabres are in desperate need of a goal now. Still plenty of time to get that goal. Answered quickly the last time, but it's going to be tough to do twice. And now Dallas keeps the pressure on in the offensive end. That one's blocked by Malenstein. Malenstein gets it up to Lafferty. Sabres bobbling the puck. Good stick by Power to get it the rest of the way down the ice, but Dallas will bring it right back to center ice. That's a tough goal to give. Just a mental mistake by Quinn there. Just held on the puck way too long and turned it over. Here comes Kulich. Kulich takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Again, that's what happens with the Stars team. Once they get up, they start blocking shots. They're not going to give a lot of chances up. Pinned along the boards, right by the Dallas end, and they're going to call a hand pass. So that'll bring a whistle with 16-19 to go. Need to put pucks on that. Yeah, again, this team just doesn't shoot the puck. Sabres on the draw here, and that one, oh, geez. Slapped right off, I think, Tage Thompson's ankle. That's probably the last place you want to put the puck. And he is down on the ice. Great. Now he's up. It looks like he's going to be fine here. Just a rough spot to take that slapper. Owen Power is the pylon. Yep. Again, future could be bright for him, but man, he is just so uncoordinated. It's insane. Thompson now to Zucker. Sabres' first line has not been good tonight, though. Not a whole lot of chances from them. Again, that's been the issue, right? These main stable players on the Sabres have just not shown up this year. Now Dallas sliding it back and forth at the line. You'd have to imagine if Dallas ends up going up 3-1, this game would pretty much be over. It's right in front of the net. Oh, in front of the crease, but and another shot, and that one's in front, and no goal. Somehow that stayed out. Oh my goodness, UPL's down though. He's got to get up, and they blow the whistle. It's under UPL. We got to take another look at how that one stayed out though. That was bouncing right near the goal line. Yeah, Victor Thompson was hurt, but he just took a shot. Nothing, not a big injury there. Probably be swelled up after the game. Let's see how this one stayed out. Oh, what a save by Dahlin it was. Dahlin dove across the crease. Again, he's been the best player on the ice for the Sabres tonight. Saved a goal there. Again, really disappointing. UPL's played great today. The Sabres got to get him some help. Got to at least get him a point. And definitely not a goal there. It was right on the line. Again, in the NHL, the puck has to fully cross. There has to be white in between the red and the puck. So 15:29 to go here. Defensive zone faceoff won by the Sabres, but Bryson immediately gives it right back. He steals it, though, and he'll get it up. Sabres have their fourth line out there. It's insane to see Ilya Lyubushkin still playing hockey on the Stars. Nice speed now from the Sabres. McLeod brings up 3-on-3, drops it for Lafferty. Lafferty's got a lane. He waited way too long. Now he gets it on net. They score! Beck Malenstein. I don't know if it touched him or if it just went off the defender. Let's see who goes. It's going to be Malenstein's goal. Now, I'm a little bit worried for goaltender interference. He was in the crease. Let's take another look at this one. Oh, no, the Sabres might get tagged with goaltender interference again. It seems like the story of the season. No, that can't be. That's got to be a goal. Let's see. We take another look. He didn't even touch DeSmith. Nope, that is a goal. Unless it's a kicking motion. We got to look at both here. And they're not going to challenge it. So 2-2, Beck Malenstein. Buy the shirt is right. Holy moly. 30 seconds left on the donation tab. Thank you guys so much for donating tonight. Cousins immediately steals it, and he's just going to slap it down again. Dump and chase, dump and chase, dump and chase. That's not the game this team is designed to play. I don't know why they do that. A huge bounce back goal again from this team. Again, I kept saying that, if the Sabres go down by goals, they probably aren't going to be able to come back, but they've been so far tonight. And the Sabres' fourth line, a line that has been pretty stagnant all year, gets a goal. And Lafferty, that was his third chance of the game. Finally, that one goes in. That one, of course, Malenstein's goal off of him, but the Sabres Cousins line is stuck out there yet again in the defensive end. Just a lot of the weak bodies here on defense, unable to win those 50-50 battles that are oh so crucial, especially in third periods. Puck's bouncing around again. No Sabre can get a stick on it. Now they finally do, and Jack Quinn will get it to the blue line and out. And he's going to use his speed to try to get by one, and he does. He's got no one with him, though, so he's going to have to sit back and wait. And now it finally gets stripped, but good enough as he heads to the bench, and the pest line's back out there for the Sabres. Off Byram's stick and down low to Krebs. Krebs tries to get it to Benson. A lot of B's out there. Benson, Byram. There's a shot. Oh, Krebs just missed the net from the point, and that one missed by Dahlin, and now the Stars are going to be able to clear it to an open wing, and here we go, back the other way. And he falls down, though, so Byram was there to get that one, and Krebs plays it up to Kulik. Kulik uses that speed, and he'll slap it around the net. That one, Benson, able to handle it. Now they don't know where it is. Benson gets it back to the point. Dahlin back down low, and Benson wasn't ready for that one, and it's right back caught up in his feet again. He gets pushed over, and Krebs goes down too. 3-on-2 back the other way. Good stick by Kulik to slow that one down at the very least, and Dallas will go off for a change. Sabres should follow suit there as Clifton has the puck behind his own net. And now that just gets dumped all the way down the zone. I don't know if that was intended for anyone or just so the Sabres could finish up their change. Now it's stripped by Clifton. Clifton brings it in. They're going to say that one's onside. He's got to find a passing lane. He does. Oh, Thompson almost able to get a shot in. And now it's passed behind the net to Thompson. Thompson, he'll leave that one for Zucker. Zucker to Thompson, and Bryson couldn't keep that one in, so Thompson chases it back into his own end with 12:30 to go. Talk now. Talk. Nice drop pass. Bryson. Thompson at the point. It's loose in front of the net. Still loose. Oh, and no one can get it. Thompson now tries to play it back to the point. Oh, Bryson, you got a nice spin move there to keep Dallas from having an odd man rush there. That was over 100 miles an hour from the point from Thompson. But now Dallas is going to have opportunities back the other way. Good stick by Bryson again. And now the Sabres just got to chip that one all the way down the ice. Oh, that one's going to be on net, so won't be an icing. Back Malenstein's 4th goal this season, assisted by Lafferty and McLeod to tie the Sabres up. Sabres now have that 4th line, that red-hot 4th line back out there. And that's going to be offside. So 11:30, we'll have a stoppage. So we are heading to commercials. I'll put the football game back on. But, yeah, Sabres right back in it again. After a sluggish start to that 2nd or 3rd period, they got it going. We're at a commercial in both games. But, yeah, I thought for sure that goal was going to be goalie interference when I saw Malenstein crashing. But obviously the replay showed otherwise. Which is just certainly a good sign for the Sabres. Again, all you got to do is start winning games and luck starts going your way, right? Just had to get that one win. This would be a very hard-fought win for the Sabres if they could pull this one out. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be very tough. So we have our patented Chipotle ad, as always. Brisket is back. They got guacamole. They've instilled that in my mind. Non-stop Chipotle ads during these Sabres games. Victor says, it still amazes me how this team just loves to play and compete on the road, but at home, they play like dead fish. Yeah. I don't really know what it is. Again, they've talked about, they really want the building to be packed. So maybe when they're playing at home and it's not a sellout, maybe they just kind of are disappointed, a little disgusted. And that's not on Sabres fans. Again, Sabres fans have no reason to pack the barn when you're on a 13-game losing streak. But maybe they just like the atmosphere that, F you, we're better than you on the road, which is good because you can always get the crowd back. If you're good on the road, usually that means you're a good mental team. But this team is anything but a good emotional team, right? We've seen them go on so many streaks. Their highs are too highs, their lows are too lows, and that forces them to lose games in bunches. Team always does something to suck us back in and think they are competitive. It's the name of the game, right? Just be good enough to get viewers, good enough to keep people invested one more year. The Sabres seem to have done that the last couple of years. But now Dallas right back in the zone. Nice toe drag, but that one gets blocked in front. Right to Dahlin. Dahlin gets it to Lafferty. And that Sabres 4th line has been working quite a bit here. I'm going to say that one's still onside. I think the Sabres play the Avalanche next. Get that Byram versus Middlestat matchup. And Middlestat's been playing like pretty bad. That one's touchdown by high stick, so that we'll have a whistle. But yeah, Middlestat's been playing pretty bad as of late for the Avalanche, so he's due for a hat trick against us. Be prepared. Yeah, they're going to say 106 miles per hour on that Tage Thompson slap shot. That is just incredible. Got all of that one. Barreled it. If you guys are baseball fans, that one was right on the sweet spot of the stick. That exit velo was insane. So we're under 11 minutes to go here in this game. Samuelson turns it over along the boards, hits Peterka's stick. Now it's behind the net to Power. Power backhands it up. And again, you have this line out there of Quinn, Cousins, Peterka that has really looked pretty bad tonight. Haven't been able to get it going on either side of the ice. Peterka turns it over again. Again, with this line, we're kind of just waiting for them to get off the ice, right? You're counting down the seconds for a line change. Now Dallas comes in the other end and a shot right on UPL. He's able to hang on to that one. And we'll have a whistle with 10:21. They're previewing the Bandits game against the Toronto Rock Friday, January 10th. Again, starting the season off good. Did the Jets win? They're tied 2-2 at the Avalanche right now, about 10 minutes to go in the third. So Yuri Kulik loses the defensive zone faceoff for the Sabres, and now, oh boy, Dallas right to the net. Good stick there by Clifton. He actually lost it, but now it's turned over by Krebs, and right in front of the net. Another bad turnover by the Sabres in the defensive end. That one hasn't cost them yet. We'll see if it does. Dallas still moving the puck, and they're still moving the puck. Oh, big hit along the boards. No penalty there. The Sabres are able to clear the zone, so Sabres get bailed out there. Getting towards that tense part of the game. I know you guys can feel it watching at home. 9:50 to go. That one's a delayed offsides for Dallas, so they got to skate it out, and they'll get it right back in. Now that one's given away. Thompson is able to get a stick on it, and he tries to play it up to Tuck. Tuck's using all of his speed, all of his energy to get to that one, and he does, but there's no one on the other side of the net. Zucker wasn't there yet. And that one's tapped in by Thompson, so Thompson plays it behind the net to Tuck. Tuck's really using his body there, and he tries to get it to the slot to Thompson, but his shot goes wide, and now Dallas goes back fast the other way. Sabres have numbers, though, but Duchesne's able to hold up and wait for the Stars to get in the zone. Byram now has to chase after it, and Dallas is going to be able to get it set up. Again, the Sabres find themselves too many times getting stuck, popped right out in front of UPL. Wide open net, but Thompson was able to get a stick on it. Now Zucker couldn't get it out, and now Dallas is going to have a great chance here. There's a shot, and up and out of play. What a chance by Ben. We're going to head to commercial here. Sawyer says, at the Sabres game last weekend, people were chanting, "Let's go Sabres," instead of "Let's go Buffalo." Really weird. Yeah, that is pretty weird. Interesting. Again, you do have usually a younger group of people going to those after Christmas games. It's usually a Christmas gift for a lot of kids. So maybe, I don't know, maybe just a lot of inexperienced Sabres fans. But I have noticed that in the last couple of years, they've chanted "Let's go Sabres" a little bit more. But it is still pretty rare. Usually you do have that "Let's go Buffalo" with the 5 total beats. Oh, Middlestat just scored on Comrie. Great. So heating up just in time to play us, it looks like. So we are at commercial again. This game's too close to be switching back and forth from the football game now, so I will just keep it on the Sabres until after the game. And if you guys are new here, please leave a like on the video and subscribe. We do these streams all the time. Quick update on the football game, though. Boise State is driving. They're down by 10. Probably be the last time I switch back to the football game. Boise State able to get a first down. So they're definitely in prime position to get some points. We'll switch back over to the Sabres game here. Coyote says, "Let's go Sabres." Yep. Hopefully hopefully we get a win. Looking at Sabres players who have played for both teams. Jonas Enroth on the Sabres from 9 to 12. And the Stars for the 2015 season. Sabres clear to an open wing, and that one doesn't go their way. Now another wide open shot, and UPL has to hang on to that one. So the Sabres getting very sloppy defensively. Again, it's this Cousins, Quinn, Paterka line with Owen Power on the defense. Just a terrible lineup of players out there to play defense on a defensive zone faceoff. Don't know what Lindy Ruff is thinking sending that group of guys out there, and immediately they get pulled. Yeah, if they're going to send a new line out. I don't get it. So now the fourth line is back out there with 8:48 to go. Defensive zone faceoff. McLeod loses that draw. And there's a slapper. That one goes wide out. Oh, pops out on the other side. And the Sabres get it outside the zone. There's a nice little hit along the boards. Sabres fourth line desperately trying to get the puck into the offensive end. They're not going to be able to. And Byram has it behind his own net. And he passed it to an open wing. Again, no Sabres anywhere near, and they score. What a deflection there. A terrible giveaway by Byram. Again, 3 giveaways lead to 3 goals for the Stars, and the Stars take the lead with 8:28 to go in the third. That's going to be Johnson's goal on the deflection. Again, just very sloppy play from the Sabres. Just, again, what are we doing here? Just throwing the puck, not looking, no-look passes in the defensive end. That's 3 times tonight. One of those has led to a goal. Top shelf, unlucky there. Dahlin not tying his guy up. But, yeah, that just cannot go in the net. Still time for the Sabres to get one back. They have twice in this one. So UPL was able to get a piece of that one, but just not enough. And we're underway again. Now Clifton gets it up to Quinn. Quinn rips one. That one goes wide. Again, Sabres are going to be very offensive, so you'd imagine you'd get some odd man rushes for the Stars. And here's one here. 3-on-2 in front of the net, and that almost popped off there. It didn't, though. Big save there, and Clifton plays it around to Bryson. Bryson back to Clifton. Clifton plays catch with Thompson. And you just can't find anyone up. Again, Dallas is starting to play that New York Islanders style of hockey where they just stack everyone at the line. That'll be a nice thing, though. So Sabres will have an offensive zone faceoff. 7:40 to go. It's got to be frustrating, though. 3 very lazy turnovers caused all of the goals against today. Offensive zone draw for the Sabres. They have their top line out there. They're going to blow that one dead on the faceoff. They'll redo it. 7:39. Nope, they put the second back on. 7:40. Zucker loses that one. Why Jason Zucker's taking that faceoff, I don't know. But they haven't really been able to win any faceoffs tonight. It's been bad. Cleared all the way down to Dahlin. Dahlin has to play it in his own end, up the wall. Now the first line comes with some speed. Thompson. He's going to play it into the corner. Just drop back. They try to get it in the slot. Byram was creeping up. He would have had an open shot if Zucker could have got it to him, but he was unable to. Now the Sabres are pinching. They're getting very aggressive with their first line out there. There's a nice pass across to Byram. Byram back to the point. There's a shot. Oh, loose, but there's no Sabre on the far end. It would have been an easy tap-in. It's never in the right spots this year. Tuck trying to get it, but now it gets played to an open point. Labushin clears it. Thompson gets it right back, though, and he's going to play it up to Zucker, but that one goes nowhere, and now we're going to have a breakaway for Ben. Tries to go 5-hole. Good save by UPL there. We'll have a stoppage with 6:43 to go. A little bit of a scrum going on in the corner. Krebson's involved. Thompson's involved. Sabres showing that fight tonight. It's been mostly after the whistle, not before. Prime is in here. How's it going, Prime? Need that comeback? Yeah, just such an annoying game again. UPL left out to dry again for a majority of this one. It's having a good game, but unfortunately gave up a weird deflection there to kind of ruin this one. Sabres gotta get them one back again. See if they do a little Patrick Waugh, pull the goalie with like 7 minutes to go. I don't think we'll be seeing that from Lindy Ruff. No penalties after that one. Again, Sabres still no power plays this game. Kind of crazy. Dallas has 1. They are 0 for 1. Came back in the first period. Sabres have 3 shots in this period, 1 being the Beck-Malenstein goal. You're not going to win games if you can't shoot the puck in the third period. It's been a recurring theme with this team. 17% in the face-off circle. I mean, that is putrid. They win that one, though. Goes to Power. Power now brings it in. Back to Krebs. Krebs keeps it on sides. He's got to take a shot. That one goes wide. Benson now behind the net, though. And Stars are doing a good job taking away the slot. He's played down to Power. If Power would have been able to take a one-timer, he had a chance, but now he has to regroup, and the shot goes out of play. Again, that's the stuff from Owen Power that we hate to see. He has a one-timer right there, and he's just so unathletic from the point. Again, like a baby deer. It takes him 5 seconds to process anything. And the shot is good, too. It's just, if he could just get that thing off, you know, within 2 seconds instead of 7, we'd be cooking with him, but I can only hope that development happens a little sooner than it's been, because he has been a slow burner. Very, very little improvement on that end. And he's had some nice plays this year, but his defense continues to be bad. And if it's going to continue to be bad, that offense has to get a little bit better. So Sabres lose the draw yet again. Byram plays it across the other point. Sabres are really hitting the offensive here. Now it gets played behind the net. Peterka now gets a stick on it. Now it goes to Cousins. He tries to get it to Quinn, who is wide open in front of the net, but it gets picked off and cleared. And Byram's got to go after it. His pass, again, goes completely wide. That's Byram's second terrible pass of the night. Last one led to the game-leading goal. Sabres finally win a 50-50 battle, and that one's just going to be cleared all the way up. Oh, nice play by Quinn, but it gets slapped away from him. He's got no help in the offensive zone, as the Sabres are going to start a change, get that first line back out there. That would have been a hand pass. It went off a shin, so it's not going to be. And now they blow it way late on a hand pass. So 5:26 will head to commercial. Interesting. Very late call from these referees. We'll switch over to the football game again. This will probably be a longer commercial break because it could be the last one. That one is also a commercial, of course, but we'll still wait. We'll wait for one of them to come back in. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think the Sabres can come back from this? Do you think it's too late? I mean, they've had a couple of chances the last couple of minutes. They can't get that one more pass off. They're passing up opportunities. It's the same story every single game with this team. They're a couple players too short. Certainly an annoying aspect of this team. They just seem to always just be missing that one guy. Doesn't matter how many good players they get out there, they'll pass the puck around until it gets on the stick of somebody not as good, and they instantly turn it over or shoot it wide. Julian says, if we don't come back, we can at least end Jamie Benn's season tonight. I would assume we do neither of those, but you never know. Leave a like on this video or stream here. Rasmus Dahlin has the Toyota big save of the game. Again, saving what would have been the leading goal, but didn't matter. Stars got one right back a couple minutes after. So we'll see a lot of the Sabres top lines out there, probably no more of that fourth line unless there's a penalty kill or something of that nature. The Sabres lose another faceoff. Again, they've just been putrid from the faceoff. That has been an issue with this team for the last 5 or so years. Thompson gets it up now. And Kulich just passes it right at Alex Tuch's shin, so he wasn't ready for that one. Tuch now brings it in the zone, looking for someone, drop pass to Dahlin, and he spins it around, but there's no one there for the Sabres. Byram unable to keep it in. Now Dallas has a breakaway. You knew that was going to happen. And oh, he fans on it. No penalty there. I think that was Yuri Kulich there. Nice back check to stop a breakaway chance. Tuch finishes this guy along the boards. Still 4:48 to go. Plenty of time to get a goal here. But Dallas is dogging the Sabres now. And again, that's what happens when you're pushing offensively. The second you give it up, you're going to start losing speed. All the Stars are going to get a change very smartly. So Tuch's going to bring it up to the red line, and this line's gassed as well. They'll head to the bench. So they clear it in the zone, and they head to the bench. Just another wasted possession. You'd think, you'd think an NHL team would know that, but I guess not. And now Dallas right back the other way. They're going to have a 2-on-1 chance. UPL's to come way out to poke check it, and he gets a piece of it. And now Power's all over it. Power backhands it. A dribbler, but there's no Sabre back there. I mean, again, it looks like it's 6-on-4 the whole night. Sabres just aren't in the right spot. Power gloves it down, but again, can't do it cleanly. Samuelson steps way up into the play to keep that one in. Gets it to Cousins. Cousins along to Peterka. He leaves it for Power. Power now towards the net. That one dribbles just wide. Quinn looking for someone. Doesn't find anyone. He gives it right away, and that'll be cleared by Dallas. Power able to settle that one in his own end. His pass goes nowhere, but no icing. So the Sabres will get a change in here as Dallas slowly works their way up the ice. You got to start thinking about the goalie pulled around that 3-minute mark. We got 3:30 right now. Bryson chases it in the corner. Hintz gets brushed off of it. And now the Sabres start back with Jason Zucker. But again, no speed. No speed from this team right now. They're just dumping and chasing. Good job by Benson now. Here's a little bit of space. Zucker gets it. They just blindly pass it away. That was a terrible play by Jason Zucker. I don't know what you're doing there. Turning the puck over right at the line. Turned over by Dallas again. Benson, 2-on-3 back the other way, waiting for anyone to help him out. There's no Sabres. I mean, I don't know where these players are. Now it's 2-on-1 back the other way for Dallas. It hasn't made sense all night. This team looks like they're playing with 4 players on the ice at all times. Dallas now, open lane, toe drag. UPL Wade out of the net to save that one. Now it gets bad down with a high stick on Dallas, so Krebs is able to play that one, and the Sabres will reset. 2:30 to go here. You got to start thinking about pulling the goalie now. See if UPL heads to the bench. Dahlin, he brings it to the red line, dumps it in. Dump and chase here. Let's see. Oh, empty net now for the Sabres, and oh my, who was that? Had no idea where the puck was. Jamie Benn's chasing after it. Dahlin gets back, and they say no icing somehow. And now Ben and Dallas has a wide open net. They're unable to put it in, but they still have it behind the net. I don't know how that wasn't icing. And now they shoot, and no, blocked in front of the net. What a chance there. And now the stick gets ripped out of Cousins' hands. No penalty there. But the Sabres somehow get the puck back, and now they can have a little bit of offense here. Tage Thompson's using whatever he's got left to get it into the Dallas end. DeSmith out of his net to play that one, and he's going to play it back to the Sabres' point. Now Dallas rips it down. It's going to be a goal if it's in, and it is in. Unreal. A lucky shot from all the way in the Dallas end goes into the net, and the Sabres don't even get a single chance with the goalie pulled. That will be Robertson, his second goal of the game. So another lackluster game for the Sabres. This will be the end of their 3-game winning streak and probably the end of their season. Again, this was the last bit of hope you had left on this winning streak, and this team just didn't have enough energy at the end of it. Again, you're going to lose games, but after a 13-game losing streak, it's pretty much over here. So upcoming games for the Sabres: Colorado on Thursday night, Vegas Saturday night, Washington Monday. That's a tough stretch. That is a very tough stretch. So Sabres have called their timeout with 1:37. Probably something you should have done before you pulled the goalie. But, now it's pretty much useless. But we'll see. Minute 37, they'll have the goalie pulled again. Coyote says, Sabres lost to a much better team. Yeah, I agree. Again, just dumb mistakes from the players on the ice, and you got to be absolutely furious if you're a Sabres fan about this one, just because, again, it's a better team, but, man, the Sabres are just such a bad team because of their ownership and manager. Just brutal. Anyway, Stars win the draw. It gets played back into the Sabres' end. Going power now. We'll pass it up to Peterka. UPL leaving his net. See if the Sabres can get any chances here with the empty net. Again, Dallas is a veteran team, and they'll show you exactly what veteran teams can do. They got a lot of young talent, and they have a lot of veterans. They have the perfect mix, and they've outclassed the Sabres so far tonight. But the Sabres now have a chance. Power at the point to Dahlin. You got to get the puck to the net here, though. They're rotating it around. Peterka plays it to an open wing. Gives it to Dahlin, back down to Quinn. It's loose in front. Cousins now. Oh, that one had a chance, but couldn't hit the net. Now it's loose, and oh my goodness, Cousins, or that was Dahlin, I think, would have had a, nope, not Dahlin, it was Cousins, would have had an open chance, but of course he missed the puck. Sabres dump it in. Stars are able to get on it, and that one gets deflected up and out of play. 34.7 seconds to go. Running out of time here. Again, this just shows you how inept this team is. Again, you're down by 2 with the goalie pulled, and they wasted 30 seconds passing it around doing nothing. Again, a team is going to let you pass it around the perimeter. They're going to guard the front of the net. You have to take shots. Yeah, at least it was close for most of it. Again, this would have been an okay game if they didn't go on a 13-game losing streak, but this was one they needed to have points-wise, and they're gonna miss out. Sabres win the draw somehow, some way. Benson to the point. Oh, and Krebs isn't able to get a shot on. Now it's over to Byram. His shot. That one misses. Zucker plays it back to the point to Krebs. Krebs unable to hang on to that one as well, but he gets it to Byram. Byram down low to Kulich. Kulich gets a shot on, and that one's held on too. But a good job by Kulich there. That's exactly what you got to do. You run out of time, get a shot on, and not try to get a rebound. So 7.7 seconds to go here. It looks like Casey DeSmith is going to get another win in net. The Sabres' lack of defense kills them again. A great game by the Dallas Stars, though. Again, just a resilient team able to outclass the Sabres, and that will do it. Dallas wins it 4-2. Thank you guys for joining this stream again. Very supportive chat tonight. Thank you for all the donations, the likes. Thank you for the new subscribers. Lukanen rightfully ticked off as he goes into the locker room. Definitely should not have lost this game with him in net tonight. Looked outstanding in the first and second periods. Unfortunately, the Sabres just couldn't play defense for him. Next game will be Thursday night. Again, we'll not be streaming that one. I got stuff to do Thursday night. We'll not be streaming the weekend. I'll be out of town. We'll see about next week. But if not, I'll see you guys around. Keep in mind that we will be posting still daily content, and there's always time to post about the Sabres. Of course, the Bills coming up in playoffs, but the worse the Sabres get, the more videos I can make about just how bad they are. So thank you guys for joining this one. We'll let this one play out. Have fun watching the rest of that college football game and college football tomorrow. And have a very happy new year. Best of luck in the new year. Again, this channel will be keeping on going. And thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Jason, Maz, Sawyer, Coyote. Thank you so much. Sawyer, Prime, Victor. Thank you guys so much. This one's going to end when Jaden ends it. Thank you guys for joining. Until then, you can watch me wear the paper bag.